All right, we're in process of coin toss. Seeking called heads and it's tails, so Creatifname has option selection. Well, no, actually. No, are we doing the Ploesti again, or?
Yeah, Ploesti. This is for testing, sure, certainly. Unless we go to game 5, then we can do Crossroads. Oh god, my brain. I'm already fucking liquid shit. I didn't want to get drunk today, but I have to. I'm gonna grab a booze and then we'll rock and roll. Thank you for setting all this up, Sturm.
Sounds good. Yeah, no problem. All right, they should be well on their way now to set up the game. They're starting in a second, according to Creatifname. So let's see what's gonna happen. The unstoppable force versus the immovable object, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it on. Both players win most of their games within 20-minute mark. So this is gonna be heavy fireworks. Let's see what happens. Mad Boy, not necessarily. It's kind of hard to think about it. It's I mean, they played a lot of games together in 2v2 team arrange, so they're pretty familiar with their own strats. Obviously, they can use that either to their advantage or disadvantage. We do have a situation where Creatifname lost Brosras not too long ago. So that Brosras got 2-0'd by Orange Pest. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, Creatifname is a higher position leaderboard.
Yeah.
So it kind of balances itself out. Of course, Seeking. What did we do Seeking last time? You did Nogano versus Seeking, and he got 3-0'd, right? Or 2-0'd?
It's 3-1. I haven't had any. Actually, shit. I thought it was a 3-1, wasn't it? Was that the best of 3 or 5?
I think you did best of 2, and it was 2-0's. Pretty short stream because I had to watch it on replays.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
And we had Seeking beat Bao 3-2. So this could get interesting. We'll see. Anyways, they're setting up, so send an invite, White Flash. I'll join in, and you drive the wheel.
Oh boy.
And I'll be back. I need to choke the chicken.
Roger that. Routerson, why are you barking, bud? All right. Whoa. Oh, there's too much shit. Too much shit. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Let's load this bitch up. Oh no, he didn't. Let's not do this without Storm Tiger. Fuck. Okay, let's start drinking booze. Oh, that's aggressive. Shit. Come here, buddy. What's going on? I gotta get my camera fixed so you can see my puppy, because he's so good.
All right. You shoot me anyway?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Oh, crap.
I didn't want to get in without you being in the party. Not a big deal.
I did not get a single one, though.
Huh. Let's try again. Invite. How's that?
Nope. Still nothing. Hold on. What is going on with Steam?
Wonderful Steam.
Oh, there we go.
Try again. Oh, there he is.
I got it. I don't see the pop-up in the game. That's why I'm confused.
Oh, that'll happen. Co isn't. If polished is good, what's the opposite of polished?
Rough.
Of course, rough. This game's rough.
Rough. Yep. It was a rough day.
Yeah.
Hans Chicken versus Asian Man. Good lord. These guys are up.
What is this Hans Chicken shenanigans happening?
A couple of days ago, somebody challenged Hans to a 1v1 after a 2v2 loss.
Oh, I see. And he turned him down, probably.
No, Hans wanted to play, but then like a whole bunch of other folks started adding or changing their names to that particular person. I think it was Fire and Terror, and then Kimbo changed his name to Fire and Terror and joined in the custom game. And Hans saw the shenanigans. Is like, nah, I'm not doing it. And everybody started calling him a chicken.
Should be calling him Hans Wise. It's like,
yeah, I got 10 Hans chickens on my fucking friends list. Like, I don't know who's who.
What a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Either way, in the north, we have Seeking playing as the indomitable United States of America. And in the south, we have... Wait. No, I'm sorry.
North.
Creatifname. See, these names. God damn it. In the north.
I know, exactly.
Jesus Christ, people. Creatifname. Oh, sorry. Didn't have full screen. Creatifname in the north as the Indomitable Americans, and Seeking in the south as the Austere. And with me, thank fuck, because I was running out of gas in that last set, Big Daddy G.
Yeah, man. Games get exciting. You gotta call in the action and just...
Goddamn right.
That's what it boils down to, you know? Plain and simple.
Every time. This MG, are they gonna... I've seen so much of these assault grens lately. That seems to be the meta. Even on Crossroads, people have been going assault grens over and over.
Yeah, but it's incredible sort of how that doesn't get punished with tier 1 units. I mean, of course, One Ivan is notorious for his jip action. And of course, we saw Brostras attempting to pull off the clown car, but he wasn't that successful now, was he?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I didn't see. I don't know. I didn't see the magic of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
I don't know.
These Askrens are weird. Like, you either perfect their positioning or you start losing to anything with it. So it's kind of like. Top level players use them well. Medium level players don't use them at all.
Right, exactly. Or they get used rarely. It's like
yeah.
They're good. I understand the impetus to get them because regular grens sometimes leave something to be desired. So they're good augmentation, but I feel like not having snares is so goddamn dangerous. But they were mixing in regular grens last game, so there seems to be more of a mixture now instead of just going pure assault grens, which we saw in some previous cash games.
We got a battle of the engineers on the left-hand side here. Some pioneers are pounding on rear echelon, force them to retreat.
Knife fights.
Yeah. Here comes the cavalry. Got riflemen pushing towards the left, trying to take their cutoff back or prevent it from being harassed, rather.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Now, to my knowledge, Creatifname has not played this map much, possibly at all. So it'll be interesting to see how he adapts.
Yeah, absolutely. We did see a couple of top-level players choke on this map as well. And when I say top-level players, I mean Nogano, because he has had quite a few losses cash game history on this particular map. Obviously, has not adapted too well, and based on his recommendation, or rather insisting he does not want to play any new maps based on his experience of this map. So there you go. That explains everything, I guess.
I got good feedback from him too, and I've been implementing very selectively the good stuff as usual. But I understand if he's playing a cash game, if he is here to win money, he wants to play, I totally understand not wanting to necessarily try new maps that he's not familiar with.
And you also have him being unreasonable from time to time element, so
yep.
It's a mixture of both. But regardless, we're here for them, right? To showcase their skills and potentially test some new stuff. So
yeah, that's what I was saying earlier before you came on. People were like, "Oh, why do you do these?" And I'm like, you're showcasing the players, you're showcasing the map, and for me personally, I'm collecting data. I'm collecting replays and feedback from the players, and incentivizing them to play under a cash environment means they'll try harder. And someone who plays under a try-hard environment is going to give you better feedback in the end.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Lieutenant popped up for Creatifname, jumps to the big building there, forces some grants to retreat.
Yeah, Creative going old school with the Pershing Doctrine.
Yep. Of course, curious, Pershing could have a big impact on this map, rather open map, and can move about with its speed and cause as much damage as possible to Axis.
Yeah,
of course,
agreed.
Given,
Looks like Rifles laid a landmine on the left here, next to the cutoff. That's an interesting position, though. He did see it with the Pyos firing in on him.
Yep.
LT goes get the good cutoff there on the right, and Asian Mint looking, or Creatifname, you son of a bitch, changing your name, looking strong with positioning on the map territories.
We gotta ask him to change the name, because sometimes I forget who plays and I have to look into the screen.
I'm actually looking over to my OBS where I've got their names set up. It's like with the score. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Good MG position there from Seeking on the building. Does get suppression on the rear echelons. Overall, it looks like Creatifname's going to get double fuel here and a Stewart popping soon, so Seeking needs to go ahead and grab himself a pack at a minimum. Although he doesn't even have tier 1. No tier 2. Hasn't even researched tier 2. Yeah, oh, no, he has.
He does have a blowjob bunker being created right now.
Yep.
He should have some healing available.
Did you call that a blowjob bunker?
Yeah.
Right, it heals you. I got you.
I mean, why do they have to kneel while they're healing dudes? Like, what's up with that?
I guess that's the only explanation, is they're blowing them.
but look how they're positioned. Like, look at the base. Like, why are they kneeling?
Only one way to find out. Seeking has gone Elite Troops Doctrine and has Assault Stormtroopers on the right, which have done huge damage against those rifles. Looks like he might be going for a cutoff over there, possibly. He didn't go for the Shrek, so he's going to be in a little bit of trouble when this Stewart comes on the field and starts pushing.
Seeking is building tier 2 as we speak now, so he should have access to pack relatively shortly.
Stormtroopers do get a good cutoff on the right side, which looks like it was his goal, but oh my god, that Stewart absolutely massacring them.
Oh.
I wish my Stewarts fired like that. 3 shots, 3 hits, 4 kills from that Stewart. What in the world? He was dead anyways because the LT was there, but...
Stewart was in a beast mode in that particular instance.
Oh yeah. Creatifname looking quite strong here. As Seeking needs to move up. He does have his fuel back, though. I mean, you can take some VIP bleed in the early game as long as you can maintain your fuel and get some wipes. Although the opposite has been happening.
Yeah, that's quite a loss for Seeking. That unit, Stormtroopers, is a 340 manpower unit, if I'm
That's right.
I remember my cost correctly.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to set him back. I mean, especially now with barred up rifles, and he does not have any additional units that are capable of automatic fire.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Pack
Besides,
is cooking, though.
MG42, so...
Yeah, that's exactly right. The MG, though, the way this map is set up, the MG can only cover half of the 2 VIPs near it, and it can cover no valuable resources. So those MGs, those buildings can be strong with MGs in them, but in general, they're not... It's a very interesting mix of location and not covering important sectors.
It is in an awkward position for everybody.
Exactly. Yep, and that is very intentional. Because it can be used 100 different ways that way. And it's not covering fuels or fully covering VIPs. So it's like... Yeah.
Doesn't have a clear advantage over one point or another, or rather point in the map is like third.
That's right.
Obviously,
It's
it
totally...
covers the adjacent point here, but like nothing else, right?
That's right. The cutoff slightly. There's about 100 ways to flank it. Stewart in trouble taking a shot from the pack. Didn't quite get a Faust off, although he is starting to pop G43s, which are going to wear on the Americans. Badly needed, considering the bars that are out right now. Yep. Mortar comes out from Creatifname.
Mortar is an interesting decision. I don't know if I can justify that, to be honest. Obviously, G43 is much more mobile than, for example, LMGs. So it's not like we're going to have a lot of stationary units, although he might want to use that mortar to pound on the support units of Seeking, especially the pack and potentially MG42 in the building.
Yeah, the MG42 might be handy for, but the mortars on this map have been interesting because the smoke, especially in some of the cash games we've seen, have made the difference when trying to make pushes. And normally you don't see that, and to me that's interesting. It doesn't get campy per se, but it opens up options. Oh no, the pack's in big trouble in the south.
Yeah, getting chased by that 2 barred up riflemen. Not a fun way to spend your Saturday morning or day, whatever.
No, I'd take Krona over double bars shooting my packs.
MG well in position now to start pounding on the rifleman. Luckily for Seeking, he hasn't lost too many models on that pack while retreating.
Yeah, the only thing that really set him back was losing early on those units. He does clear out the mines on the left. He hasn't eaten any of these mines yet, which is a big win for Seeking, which he needs because getting a second pack, he's not going to have much mobility. He's probably going to post up on one side and try to get some tiers up.
Of course, at this level of gameplay, you cannot trick your opponent with an offensive mine that easily, especially if the first mine has been seen. So, you know, they're immediately going to tech up or tech the minesweepers, or they're going to get a second engineer squad to tech up sweepers on them. The only way you can actually make mines effective if you make them defensive and prevent assault, and then manage to knock out a vehicle or two with them, and then follow up with the pack. That's how you win matches, essentially. But offensive mines, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he's looking to get, because he does have... Oh, great destruction. Oh, Jesus, that mortar does a ton of damage. Yeah, a great targeting of the sandbags there from that pack. I think what he's trying to do, if he has double packs, then he can try to wipe the Stuart. And then if the packs stay alive, he can handle Shermans as they go into late game, which gives him options to handle the infantry in other ways. I'm not quite sure how he's going to, but...
Yeah. He does have the option to get a Tiger Ace. Of course, he opted for the Elite Doctrine. So late game should be covered for Seeking. However, will he get there? That's questionable.
Now, he does have to build Tier 4 for that. This is not the regular Tiger where you only have to get to Tier 4. You have to actually build Tier 4 for the Tiger Race.
Yeah.
Action on the right as the Stuart looks like he's going for a base inspection, possibly. Pack's way out of position, taking hits from mortars. MG is going to cap up the left VP, though. And the Stuart is eventually forced off with snares. He's really using his mobility to try to stay away from these packs and get work done with the Stuart.
Yep.
More stormtroopers pop up in the north. He immediately cloaks them and puts them in cover.
The enemy is taking
He wants to
our
try to force some
territory.
retreats probably and start chasing and wiping units. He needs to make some plays. He's one squad down. He needs to return the favor.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Stuart senses something is amiss over here. Plenty of cover for them to sneak around, though. MG gets a fantastic suppression off on all these imp coming in. Oh, no, he's reloading. Relic, please give us manual reload. Oh, no, that was incendiary rounds. I'm sorry.
50 cal on the left flank of the MG42 starts pounding as well. That'll force a retreat.
Yeah, those stormtroopers are looking for wipes big time.
Yeah.
Another mine in the center. He's going to be a little careful. If these Grens get down to 2 models, they could die. Double packs at the Stuart. Stuart in peril.
Enemy forces are securing our
Oh.
territory.
Everybody goes home.
Mine gets trigger off, knocks out 2 models, and one final model is getting chased by Vet 2 riflemen with bars.
Oh.
There we go.
Our brave infantry is dying.
One more for Creatifname.
Yeah, that's good. He's got to get those stormtroopers into the fight. He can't wait any longer. He's looking to get a wipe off on these Grens or the rifles running home. Doesn't trigger them at all. Now they're just taking fire.
Yeah, he missed that opportunity. He could have wiped.
At least a couple models, if not the squad.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Tactical advance now activated. They're going to take additional damage. The Stuart has a vendetta against these stormtroopers.
We are losing a sector.
Meanwhile, on the left flank,
Yeah, these packs are in a little bit of trouble here. They can't go into the center now that it's been overrun, and the south or the left side is going to get picked off by 50 cal fire, which it is. The Stuart continues to cause problems on the right. He's trying to get a Faust off. He is going to get that Faust connection with it. Loses a pack on the left.
yeah, both players probably need to scramble and try to get that pack under their respective controls.
Seeking deciding to go into the next tier, tier 3. Not building the tier, just getting tiered up. But the bleed is starting to tell on him.
Yeah.
And a Sherman pops for the allies.
At this point, he could probably use another MG42 to cover some additional flanks. Seems to be having a lot of issues with map control, and he needs to start locking down some map for him.
Certainly. And it looks like this is one of those things where people look at the MGs and they say, you know, MGs seem a little overpowered. I've heard both sides. MGs are OP and underpowered on this map. And there's enough flanking routes where if you don't have your MG supported, they will get overrun. And that seems to be happening over and over here.
We must defend our headquarters.
Base inspection time, Stuart is taking some shots at that Vet 3 MG42 in the base. Does manage to knock out a crew member.
You just can't see. This is another thing I've noticed. People put their tier 1 building right. It's like a butt plug in the front of their base, and they've got to stop doing that. Like, they have to stop doing that because that just makes it hard to maneuver around. Like, that is the player's fault if they make their own entrance plugged up like that. It just kills their maneuverability. You got to place your buildings intelligently. There aren't that many buildings to place in this game.
Yep. I mean,
Another
I get why they do it, but like when you have such a small opening on your exit of the base, then you know you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Meanwhile, Stuart gets blown up by
Great
double back
shots.
shots. Yeah.
Yeah, he really needed that. He needs to take out the Sherman possibly, but I think he's going to be a little defensive with the Sherman. Oh no, Seeking taps.
Tap.
He's so far behind, man. The VIP count, fuel. I understand that, Surrender. And he probably wants to save himself.
We should probably write down the VIPs because if it gets to game 5,
Yeah.
God help us then.
I agree with that.
Do you have a pen near you?
Yeah,
or
I've
do
got
I have
this.
to-
I got this. Yeah. Seeking and creative. Once it goes into the post-game LP, I'll see the VIP count.
$50 Fanatic. It's best of 5. Standard price.
Okay, so Seeking is Hands Chicken, so he was at 175. Creative Name is at 369. All right. And there's the graph. I mean, that graph kind of spells it out. That as soon as he lost that first squad, he never recovered. Like,
Yep.
Seeking never got back to where he needed to be. Fair enough. That'll happen. Game 1 goes to Creatifname. Well played.
Yep.
And I do think that's one of his first games on that map.
Yeah, which speaks of his ability, I guess.
Yep, adapting quickly. Good choice on the opponent there.
Yeah, definitely.
Worked out. All right. And booting up. Interesting. So we're seeing Seeking going Soviets and Creatifname going OKW. I haven't seen OKW play on this map in a little while.
Yeah, I haven't seen OKW, period. Everybody's complaining about Axe's OP, this and that, but...
I don't see that. I don't know where people are getting that from. So, everything for the fall. I think the factions right now are, you know, they're not perfect, but they're not unreasonable for like a tournament setting right now. Like, I can't think of anything where I'm like, this one unit is just absurd. Unless I'm missing something.
Tommy's maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, Tommy Spam is a bit of a bitch, but it's like... Yeah. If they're OP, they don't need to be toned down much. They do need to be a bit, but not, you know, nerfed into the ground or anything.
Right, yeah.
Gotta be very careful with the fundamental infantry, as the Americans learned the hard way. You want to announce these Packers?
Sure.
Game on!
Alright, and I believe, yeah, we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, best of 5 series. We're currently 1 up for Creatifname here, and this is the game 2 of the series, and of course we're in Ploesti, the outskirts. Up north, we got our Soviet player, goddammit, Seeking, Seeking of the Gestapo, and of course down south, we got Creatifname, playing as OKW nonetheless. First squad of Waltz Grenadiers now pops up for Creatifname. Yeah, we forgot to tell them to change their fucking... This is annoying.
Yeah. It looks like Seeking is going tier 1. I suspect clown car shenanigans here.
Yeah, double engineer start, and of course, first squad of Penals is cooking.
What do you think about clown car Sturm Tiger in a competitive environment? Early tier stuff. Not like the M5, but like M3s and WC-51s and the Universal Carrier and garrisonable like tier 1 light vehicles. What do you think of that?
Well, depends on the player. Like obviously guys like Kimbo and probably some of the Asians that we feature on these cash games can micro them really well, and it's a pleasure to watch what they do with them. While others, for example, like Juan Ivan, is just every time he builds a WC-51 or a clown car, I just want to rip my hair out.
Every time, huh?
Yeah. I just want to pull my fucking hair out, man. Like, because, I mean, not that he's not a good player, it's just, he's so reckless with it, and he looks for it as a, treats it sort of as a resource where he just runs around, doesn't care if he necessarily loses it, as long as he can do damage.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there, but the Creatifname immediately loses his stern pile.
Oh, well.
Dear God.
That is
a giant loss early on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's what, 320? Is it 320 manpower?
300.
No, 300, yeah.
But the value of just having that thing on the field early on, like, that can do so much damage. Unless it's dead, of course.
Yeah, especially speaking of the M3s, he could have equipped that squad with the Panzerschreck and sort of has some sort of deterrence for this unit early on, but yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Nope.
Through wondering about, chased away some Volks Grenadiers with its sheer appearance.
Yeah, they're both really going hard on the right side. You can tell because the fuel cutoffs and the fuel capping. Not a lot done on the left side.
Yeah.
Thus far. We are going to get a 4 grand build here from Creatifname. But that WC-51 is just going to be such a pain in the ass without some kind of repercussion. I mean, he could outflank it possibly. There's a lot of different avenues he could come with, maybe some Fausts, snare it, and then fire it down with small arms. That is just the worst way to get rid of those things.
Yeah. They're just going to take way too much manpower damage. You're not guaranteed a kill. Sneaky players can pull it out behind and micro shot blockers, save themselves. Just
Oh, yeah.
not a way to counter an M3.
Those folks on the right are in trouble. Folks on the left. He does end up grabbing the left VIP at a minimum. Can't really connect his fuel in the meantime. The supply truck is out for Creatifname. He's deciding which tier to go. This better be a good one.
This better be a crucial selection here.
Wow.
He goes for mechanized regiment. Okay.
Totally fair. Panzer II can handle just about everything that's about to be on the field. As long as he can maintain some sort of fuel contestation so they don't get surprised.
Yeah, but on the flip side, nobody contested the left-hand side with fuel and muni, it seems now. So
it's pretty even.
You gotta wonder how that's gonna reflect on his healing ability now with mechanized regiment.
Yeah, that's a fair. And he doesn't have stern piles to drop med packs. Oh god.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
Dude.
even worse.
All right, he's gonna be able to Faust this, possibly double Faust, but he doesn't want to spend the munis because he's losing his MP44s. But you can't let him get away, can you? There it is. Okay, he double whammies. I was gonna say you gotta make a decision there. Go hard, go home.
Kill the unit and think about healing later. Much easier
Bingo.
on the psyche, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, but if I'm the Soviets, I'm okay with that too, because that's 70 munis he just burned. That could have been MP44s. That puts his penals in a better position overall for the longer game. He does lay a mine on the left, Seeking does, behind the green cover. That's a great position there.
I mean, Seeking did have RNG on his side with that double Faust because he only lost a single model of the engineer's side. That could have been much worse.
Oh yeah, totally true. And then he could have picked him off because he had two squads there after if they got bad RNG.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful. Penals just holding their own in the bushes there on the right side against the Volks. Seeking has a pretty secure fuel income here on the right, but Creatifname would like to see the left side go into his hands if he could. He does starting to get some stern piles out here. Really needs to get fuel so he can get a Panzer II onto the field ASAP. Ooh, hits that mine on the left, loses a couple models.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Two penals on the right side. Okay, MP44 Volks now starting to get into the fight with a nade.
One penal squad rather low on health. Should be start dropping models soon.
Yeah, he's got to be careful with the MP44s at medium range.
He does have the advantage with this map layout now with those stacked up logs that only provide the green cover to the facing player.
As intended.
Yep.
Not the other way around. Oh no, the stern piles are not doing well at all against these penals. Oh my god. Volk's targeting the healthier penal for some reason. Ultimately goes home. There's just too many of those over there. He is going to cap up the right side though and get his fuel. And a Panzer II is cooking now.
Do we have any signs of PTRS on these penals yet?
Negative. No, unless the retreating one has him cooking.
He's probably going to rely on 45 mils.
Oh, retreating on the right. He might kill his own guys. Jesus Christ. Alright, nothing happens.
That was close.
Very.
And the Volks go down.
Volks do go down on the right, yeah. Okay, he doesn't have any PTRSs cooking. He doesn't actually have the munis for it either.
Yeah? Oh, really?
Yeah, the satchel's burned up his munis and he's been laying mines.
Yeah, that Panzer III better be, or looks rather, better be sent from God in this particular situation.
Yeah, Seeking's continuing to put down mines on the left side, too. He's just burning through his munis. This actually might play to Creativname's favor if this Panzer II can do a lot of damage. But right now, Seeking looking dominant on the map with Vips and fuel count.
Creativname needs some wipes, and he needs them fast.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
what it boils down to.
Seeking's kind of paying him back for that last game, though.
Yeah. Big time.
Okay, AT gun does pop here for Seeking in the north. One of the little pansy ones, but still. It'll do what it has to against the Panzer II, certainly. Or it can.
What did Momo used to call that unit? Pitch AT gun? Something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely like a little or what are they, you know, it's like a Chihuahua AT gun. You know, like a dog's like a regular dog, and you see a Chihuahua, it's like a rat. So it's like a rat AT gun or something.
It can actually bite you, but when it bites you, you just can't help but laugh.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I think Chihuahua gun's fair there.
Oh, you cute little creature. Get the hell out of here.
It's precious. Penal's in the building on the south there. The stern piles can just sit in front of that door and light them up. And the Penals wisely retreat. Stern pile should be able to jump right in and get some more fire in. Seeking is taking, or rather, Creativname is starting to cap up the right side of the map and does have double muni income now. That's really nice for them.
Yep. Should be able to drop some medical crates. Oh, he does have some.
He needs to get reps on that. P2's got to be at like full health the whole time if he can. Especially with the T-70 cooking, the OKW need to be very careful here.
Yeah. There's a cheeky mine right next to that big tank on the Seeking side.
Oh yeah, in the north, yep.
45 mil does take a bite.
An adorable bite.
Yeah, this looks just too damn fast, and getting AT guns in position is really rough.
Ooh, he does get it up there, but the... Oh, last shot! Okay, see how it hit the yellow pieces there? That was advice from that best of 7 from Von Ivan and Bao. They were both like, you need to have yellow cover around that, and that right there is why, because it gives a more even balance to the early game.
Another Pro Satchel attempt is going to miss widely.
This is a hell of a good cutoff here, though, from the Axis player, getting plenty of work done behind the line. Although the Vips are leaving something to be desired. Stern piles on the far left are kind of left out to dry, and Puma is cooking. That's going to be the saving grace of the Axis if they get back into this game here. The Panzer II is so close to that, it's so dangerous putting him back into action.
Yeah, that's what I'm not a big fan of what Creativname is doing now. Any of these penal squads could just pop the PTRS at any moment. You never know. And
oh yeah, and the game's over. Yeah. He takes the risk though.
There. Yeah, he takes the risk.
It does pay off for him though, gambling the way he just did. The Puma's gonna pop, and his stern power should be able to heal up that Panzer II in the long run. And he did get a Faust on the T-70. It looks like he might get another one. He does indeed. Will it connect? Yep.
There we go. Puma needs to get in there ASAP.
Yeah, he needs to haul ass onto the field like right now.
Switch to R shift for rocket.
Shock troops onto the field now in the center.
Puma searching.
Yeah, first shot misses. Goddamn dog.
White Flash, why does your dog sound like a Zis gun?
Because it is a Zis gun. Rowdy. Goddamn.
And while Volk's forced to retreat of a penal on the right-hand side, now the engineers go home as well with some support of Puma.
Yeah, Creativname has parity at least with Seeking at this point. He can maintain map control. It's really hard to do that without some kind of AT when a T-70 is roaming.
Yeah, his comeback from the early game was spectacular in this game. he was pretty much pinned to his base, and then Luke's hit, give him some breathing room.
Yeah, the Penals are just doing. They're getting a lot. Actually, both of the infantry are getting a lot of it. He's lost some Volks and Stern Piles, but he's staying in this. Stern Piles again charging the Penals for like the 5th time.
Oh, this
Stun
Puma could be in
nade.
trouble.
Oh, and the Puma, there's too much action going on.
345 mil guns shooting at it. 3 Chihuahuas.
They're biting. The T-70 might get a kill. Smoke pops the Vape Nation there from the Puma. Panzer II's moving in, pushing off the center. Oh! A miss from the 45. Oh no, T-70. Oh, turns. Panzer II goes down from the landmine. The Puma goes down from the T-70. And that would be enough to make me tap. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really well played there by Creatifname. Excellent set of engagement for him.
Yeah, the T-70's just gonna... He's not gonna be able to get near it. And that's it. Yeah, he was open for maybe... If he could have wiped the T-70, he might have been able to stay in that game. But that... losing the 2 most important vehicles at the most important time in the game back-to-back is rough.
Yeah. Good call on that second 45 mil. The Creatifname...
Taps. Yeah. Creatifname taps out in a very squirrely game 2.
For fuck's sake. No, that's it. They don't start the game unless they change...
Tell him.
I keep missing them. Like, I call one Creatifname when I read the other guy's name. Like, hold on.
Feel like... Act like professionals, you sons of bitches. Jesus.
Hold on, where's the group?
Alright, while we get ready for the next set, I'm gonna see what the hell my dog's barking at.
Yeah.
He keeps losing his shit.
This barrage was awful.
Alright, they're still gearing up, so I'll be right back. As usual, I don't know what the hell he's looking at. Alright, you're wrangling those peckers. Good. Goofy ass names.
Ugh. Alright, they agreed to change the name.
Alright. We're gonna make it. Yeah, they did. Alright, we're good. We ought, whenever we do a cash game, we ought to remember, like, hey, like, you guys, like, don't forget that.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't record VPs from the last game.
Oh, hold on, I'm not out yet. I should be able to see this.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
Alright, so,
I'm ready to write them.
Seeking is 494.
Got it.
Creatifname is 235.
Got it. Thank you. And when you go to game 5, you just add them together. Whoever has more picks faction.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
Or I don't know. Sometimes we flip the coin for it, but depends if what they want to do. I don't know.
Certainly, yeah. Totally fair. Guys, while we're waiting, I'm gonna hype the Master League. We're almost at 800, or AE's organizational excellence is almost at $800 a month here. If he gets to $800 a month, that means that the community will have a $1,600 tournament once every 2 months. If you can support it, do it. You know, if you have any interest in watching these 1v1 games and you've got some extra cash every month, that's the place to put it. Certainly.
Yeah, much better than subscriptions to your favorite players, because prize pool gets 100% of your donation as opposed to 50% only through sheer fact that you're donating Twitch or something like that. So
that's right. Howdy, come here.
Others is barrage.
God damn it. Come here. After we do this best of 5, I gotta throw the ball for him. I know, buddy. Yeah. He's a very good boy. You gotta relax, though.
White flesh. Why you no feed your dog, man? Like, what's up with that?
Oh, these dogs are so fucking spoiled. It's out of control. I wish I had a camera. You could see my little boy. I know, buddy. He's a good boy.
What kind of dog is it?
He is a... Oh, thanks, El Padre, for the follow. He's a terrier... I think he's a terrier mix. He's like kind of a small, medium-sized dog. And then we've got another much smarter and quieter big dog. That's a Catahoula mix. They're both very good dogs. But Rowdy is guarding the house. I know, buddy. He's a good boy. Very good boy. He just needs to burn off some energy. He's just looking at me. Hi. How you doing?
Yeah. How did you walk the dogs during the quarantine, or... Well, you have to step out, right?
Well, we'll like walk the dogs, and we'll also take them out, and we'll, you know, this small one likes to have the ball thrown for him. The small one is not good with other dogs, so we'll leave him at the house. If we go to the neighbors and hang out, we'll bring the big dog. She likes hanging out with people, so they get plenty of movement, but not while Cash Games is happening, buddy. Not now. I know, you're so good. Come on here, buddy. Right, guys.
Have they started yet?
I haven't seen it pop up yet. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, they're... So you're a seeking guy and not seeking. For fuck's sake, Creatifname.
So very close. It might as well be a million miles away.
Yeah.
Although I'll... Oh, motherfucker. It is.
Hold on. Is that really them? Or somebody from the chat is trolling?
Holy shit. What do I think's win this series?
What did I do? Did I just... Did you got into the game, or
I booted
did I just
in. No, I booted us in. Yeah, we're good.
How in the world did I start to...
Because you were in my OBS group, so when I started, you just go. Kimbo's asking, who do I think will win the series? I honestly am not that familiar with Creatifname's skill pool. I don't know how good he is, but I know Seeking has done very well against his opponents. I would almost expect him to win, but not by much, unless Creatifname has some special tactics I've never seen with some.
And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3 of the best of 5 series between Seeking and Not Seeking, aka Creatifname.
God damn it.
Yeah, down south. The aforementioned Seeking is playing as Austere with a Ostroupen Doctrine. Up north, we got Creatifname playing the Soviet Union. He immediately opts for the Land-Lease Doctrine. This is going to get interesting. Business is about to pick up. What do you say, White Flash?
Yeah, 100%. The Lend-Lease is a really interesting doctrine because it's so well-rounded. It doesn't have any arty, but it has everything else you need. Obviously, there's always a Katusha as an option. And this Austere Doctrine, this Ostroupen Doctrine, I've seen so many people. This is another meta doctrine, is Ostroupen, because I suppose they can Faust, so you've got your snare. But what is the big attraction to this doctrine?
Probably quick tier 2. Actually, battle phase 1, rather. So once you get that up and running, you can start spamming Panzer Grenadiers, which have a lot more capabilities, obviously.
So it's like a delay tactic for Pigren. But are Pigrens really worth not having anything else good in a doctrine? Like, I love the Arty Officer. It's probably my favorite unit in the game. But it doesn't pair great with this doctrine. So you get these Osttroopen, and that's fine. And you get Pigrens a bit earlier, that's fine. But is the rest of the doctrinal abilities and all of the Ostthere's kit not worth getting?
Well, obviously, I mean, you have you can like a lot of Wehrmacht players rush to tier 3 right away, and in case you get caught off guard with that particular intention, you're always free to drop in the supply drop that'll get you a pack 40 as well as MG34. So there's that venue as well in case stuff goes south.
Pretty cost efficient, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, people tend to rush towards assault units, and Panzer Grenadiers are really good in this patch. So you want to get as many of them as you can, but then, you know, if you opt for something like Grenadiers, you may not have as many potentially would like. So getting to, for example, getting to Osttroopen and then rushing tier 1 to start pumping out Panzer Grenadiers is extremely viable because it gets you that heavy assault unit, and it gets you a Faust potential. So
you still got your snares in the meantime, which he may be using here. There goes one. He doesn't have enough units for the other, though he will shortly. Creatifname kind of going a little balls deep with this M3. Not going to get much done with it. Oh my god.
That rotational rate on that be just atrocious.
You know what else is atrocious? Is Abandon!
Yeah.
Relic, if you're listening, I don't ask for much. But can we get rid of Abandon and Ladder, please? For the love of God.
Yeah, a little spoiler, I guess, from the officers' Discord for Patreon. I think AE and Yana are working on a mod that actually disables abandons. And it's going. It may be, depending on how far they go, it may be enforced during the Patreon tournament.
It so should be, man.
Yeah, we'll see what comes out of that.
Yeah, like leave balance up to the balance team. Like you don't want to jump into that swamp, but if you can get rid of things like Abandon, you know, like by all means, take it out. Please take it out. And maybe if Relic sees that in a proper tournament, I mean, you won't notice it because it won't ruin the game, but you know, that kind of stuff, it has no business in ladder. None. Zero.
Yeah, they had some other rather progressive ideas regarding balance, and I told them not to go into that rat hole because we're just gonna break the game and nobody's gonna be happy.
Well,
leave the balance to balancers and Relic, and if there are major issues such as plane crashes or abandoned stuff or stuff, you know, stuff that impacts pro level gameplay, that it's just
then you can get rid of it. Yeah,
you can get rid of it. Yeah,
that's fair.
Changing the timings of different things and like playing around with victory points or population caps, stuff like that, it's just not worth it.
No, that is a swamp. There's no other way to put it.
That's just a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, I agree with that. Osttroopen might actually get wiped here from the penals. Trying to stretch out their guns to max range? Not gonna happen. And
throw a rocket, spit at him. Damn it.
Call his mother a whore. Maybe he'll just leave.
Yeah, he will. GG out of existence.
He got so low health. Okay, early half track here. You think he's going to get flames, or is he just trying to keep map presence?
Oh, he's going to get flames.
All day.
I'll get the flames,
yeah.
Yeah,
he's been preserving munis for it, too. Hasn't gotten flamethrowers or minesweepers. I haven't seen him lay a single mine yet.
Yeah, that actually could also be the reason why people go Osttroopen, because instead of wasting munitions on the bunker to kill your units, you can get cheap Osttroopen and just don't care about the bottle loss while you preserve the munition for 222, or rather 251 with the flame projector.
Yeah, he does immediately grab that flamethrower. And there's not enough... Well, he is going to have enough munis to be able to get the PTRSs, but he hasn't even started teching them. He does see the half-track now, so he knows that the capability potential's there. Overall, Seeking is doing a good job of map presence, and he's not going to be able to get double fuels, but he will at a minimum get a single, or at a bare minimum, deny the allies fuel.
Yeah, flame projectors are up, so this 251 should have some reasonable time frame to be dominant on the field, especially because Creatifname has not built the tier 3 yet.
What the hell? Seeking lights the tent on fire. Okay.
This tent is rather fireproof for this level of Soviet technology at that. So
yeah, I'm impressed.
I'm impressed.
I don't know why he didn't just run into all those clumped up penals and get a nice burst off. All right, there we go. Yep, wisely retreats.
He needs a PTRS potentially, or needs to get his tier 3 SAP, because this 251 has the potential to ruin opposition.
He's got enough munis to get PTRSs. He just hasn't even bothered.
Yeah, he needs at least one unit just to act as light deterrents, otherwise he's just gonna bleed and concede map control.
He's got enough resources to do anything he wants right now. I'm so confused. He's just running back onto the map. Oh, unit on the left died. That was a Pigren. That's a nice pickup.
Pigren. Yeah, 2 mines on the left hand side. Do the job.
Why? Oh, he's got a second engineer back there. They're gonna build tiers. Okay. I'm like, what is Creatifname doing? I don't understand this guy at all. He's still not building tiers. Look at his resources. He doesn't have that much to micro. Why isn't he building a tier?
Yeah, oh, maybe he wants a M5 half-track. Just unlocked it, and he doesn't have enough resources for that. Although, it's not arriving on the field yet.
There it is. Yep, you're 100% right. And that will give him the AA package that will take care of the flamer. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, I'm definitely missing something because...
yeah.
Yeah, guards with the Thompsons are a completely legit unit in close quarters combat here. And the Pigrens know it as they're forced off the map.
Yeah. He's getting the quad upgrade as we speak on that M5.
It's almost done. Yeah, the flame half-track's going to be... the quad actually shreds light armor.
Yep.
Who else was really good with quads you were mentioning? We were playing a different cash game.
Bao.
That's right, Bao loves them.
Yeah, Bao has been using them since the dawn of time, especially in the early B4 builds to knock out scout planes before the artillery can hit.
God, there is no better firearm chambered in 45 than the Thompson. God, it's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
It really is.
It's okay.
A lot of flanking coming in here on the MG. The MG is in dire straits. Cancels a nade. He was about to throw it on it, but he noticed that the full retreat was in action. Flame half-track is doing plenty of damage. The quad's trying to fall back to deal with it.
Oh, I want to see that quad pound that 250 like so hard. There we go.
Gets a couple bursts, little short bursts in, but still. He does at a minimum cut off Seeking's fuel income, which was through the roof there for a while. Although Creatifname has enough fuel to do just about whatever he wants and enough manpower to back it up. A pack is cooking for Seeking. That's going to help him out.
M4C Shermans, how do they work? I forget. Do you need tier 4 for them and start building them, or is it just call in like before? I haven't played this doctrine in a while. So
you need tier 3. You need tier... Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're available from tier 4. You build them from tier 4. That's right. I used to do this doctrine a lot, like a couple years ago. You have to build tier 4. They come out from there. And they're decent. They're, like, reasonably cheap. They're decent. You know, Sherman tank. American armor. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
Right side, capping the munis there are going to be forced off. Flames are doing good, but the quad's giving him some counterfire there. Penal's trying to push the left side. They do grab the fuel at a minimum. They're trying to push the Austere up, but they will get the cap on the muni at a minimum. Quad doing decent damage there. He does pop that one.
Does have PTRS on one penal squad at least.
Oh, there you go. Yep, good call. Oh no, wipe is coming in on that pile 100%.
That's gonna get DPS down out of existence.
Yeah. Oh, the MG tried to set up in the center, but didn't quite get into position. Guards are coming in way deep behind enemy lines here. That's a great flank with a quad backing him up. The pack's going to be out of position to deal with this quad. Nade's going to be thrown on the pack. Wow, great dodge from Seeking there. And Seeking holds his flank. And gets a shot off on the quad. That was a great play by Seeking, honestly.
Excellent,
dealing with
excellent
that.
play. Yep. He didn't panic. He dealt well with the situation. Didn't retreat anything.
I would have retreated, shit.
Did manage to put some hurt on those guards as well that were flanking. So
yeah. In the meanwhile, Creatifname did get the cutoff on the right, which is good. He's going to try to grab that fuel. Oh, flamethrower doing so much damage on the left. Where's that unit home there? It looks like the penals on the right have the AT upgrade, but they can still deal with Osttrooping at close range. And you see again, Sturm Tiger, how the action is all over the map. It's just spread, and this is exactly what we want to see.
You just open up points of interest. Of course, middle reserved for VPs, and far left and right reserved for your crucial resources.
Yeah. Guards are about to take a big burst from the flamethrowers. Action on the right as the Osttrooper trying to reconnect the cutoff. Flamethrowers get a nice burst off the guards.
And M5 goes out.
Oh shit, I missed that. Where was that?
Double pack shot in the face. Well positioned pack there by Seeking, knocks out the M5.
Oh, it's in the front of the base. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, that puts him back in the game, certainly. Now the flame half-track is going to be a menace.
Yeah, that one.
He is laying mines on the... Creative is laying mines on the right, though, anticipating something happening there.
So, Veterancy 1 for 251 only gives you a line of sight if I believe it's infantry awareness veteran ability. I'm not sure what that entails.
I'm unfamiliar with that as well. The flame half-track here coming in. Nost Reborn, legend in the chat. He is going for... The allies are going for tier 4. He's going to go straight for those Shermans, it looks like.
Yep.
And he's been doing... Despite this flame half-track doing, like, a lot of damage, he has been maintaining map control. That's very important to at least maintain one fuel while you're trying to tech to tier 4 with no AT guns and no AT capability.
Oh, look at this. Shoe mine and the teller mine covers the complete left flank of the map.
Oh.
Right in front of Creatifname's base.
That came from the half-track, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Okay.
One shoe mine came from the half-track, and then Pios just laid down the teller.
Oh, Jesus.
Creatifname does have sweepers equipped, but they're completely out of position on that one.
PTRS is trying to get something done on the left side. He's going to hit that landmine. Suppression comes in on the AT unit, so the flame half-track's kind of reigning supreme, but he's still taking a lot of damage over there. On the right side is Anarchy with engineers and flamethrowers trying to retreat through a hail of fire. AT rifles almost finish off the half-track. And the engineers go down like Nixon from Creatifname.
Or go down like Monica Lewinsky, as one of the guys mentioned in the chat.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Good retreat path there by design from the penals on the right side. And Creatifname in a bit of trouble here. The Sherman that's coming out shortly is going to have to do a lot of damage. He does see that teller. He just picked up the teller with his engineers. That is absolutely... That might have saved him right there.
Yep.
If he wins because of Shermans, that right there might be why.
Yep, exactly. Of course, Pac was completely in a position to support that mine. Had a vehicle hit it.
Right. Penals push off. These P-guards on the right are in a little bit of trouble. They're gonna... Okay, never mind. Oh no, there are guards right there. Yep. He needs this pickup so badly. That P-guard has to die. Why did he stutter? Why did he turn? Oh my lord.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all.
That Pete Ren only lived because Creatifname let it live.
Yeah, 100%. That was a misstep there. But in the meantime, Sherman is cooking, and he is trying to grab the left side. He's maintaining the right side fairly well, despite being down on units quite a lot.
Yep.
AT rifle's doing great damage on the flamethrower half-track. It's got to go home.
And well, Lost Troop been chased away on the left-hand side by PTRS Penals as well. So double PTRS Penals.
Yeah,
Now,
probably. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I like that call from Creatifname.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about. I mean, the thing is he does not have any AT guns. So if Panzer IVs start coming out in waves, and Seeking can certainly afford them. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to depend on a Sherman play entirely. Oh, Satchel goes in on the house in the south. The MG was just setting up. He's going to take damage. No, he gets out just in time.
Oof. That was close.
Yeah, that was extremely close. And that building can take 2 Satchels, depending on where they have to be laid in 2 diagonal positions opposite each other to actually destroy the elements inside the house to take it down. Very doable, but that one will not do the trick.
I'm not. Will Satchel 1 kill an MG42 if building doesn't go down?
I think it depends on where the models randomly locate themselves in the building, right? So, like, the Satchel explosion is localized, and the models are spread out, so I think that is what would depend on that. And the Sherman, American armor on the field, saving the Soviet Union.
Yeah. Look at these badass Panzer Grenadiers with the flamethrower.
Yeah, those are the guys that should have been dead.
Is there anything scarier in this game than this? Vet 2 Panzer Grenadier or Vet 3 Panzer Grenadier with a flamethrower?
I don't think so. Oh my god, Sherman taking massive hits. He did get a Faustin with the Osttroopen, and the guards essentially save that Sherman, allowing it reprieve while it falls back. See, and here we go. Panzer IV cooking, so if you don't have double AT rifles, you've got to get an AT gun at a minimum, and he doesn't have that either.
Well, he does step back to tier 2. Creatifname.
Oh, did he? Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
That'll put him in the game.
Finish the building. Yeah, so he's probably looking for a Zis gun, as you mentioned. He does need a little bit more manpower in order to trigger the build. Meanwhile, Penals are well in position to prevent any sort of base rape action.
Yeah.
At that 51.
Yeah, that's right. Because all he has to do is jump in and burst and leave, and that ends up paying for itself hugely if you can just get it out.
Yep.
Panzer IV has arrived.
First shot knocks out 2 models of Penals there.
Oh, second shot does the same.
Penals getting chased, but this turret rotational speed is just not enough to put as much damage as Seeking would have hoped for.
Oh, those PTRs just barely make it home. Right side guards are pushing off these Sulkrens. Gotta be careful. Okay, he did pay attention and retreat him.
Oh, but triggers off a mine. Luckily, does have a bunch of health left, so will not be a wipe.
And an AT gun does pop from the Allies. I'm impressed with Creatifname actually maintaining, like, he has actually had a fuel this whole game, more or less, despite being down on units. That's starting to change a little bit, but that's kept him in this game so far.
Well done. We have forced the enemy down to
Gonna see any sign of tier 3 or battle phase 3 from Seeking? I'm probably gonna stick it out in tier 2, in tier 3 rather.
Yeah, unless the Shermans... I mean, even if the Shermans become a big problem, he could get... I don't know. P4s just have such good parity with Shermans. I don't know if he would need to bother with tier 4. Unless he wanted Artie, which can be very effective on this map. Okay, although the Panzer IV is moonwalking into the Sherman.
You know what I want to see? I want to see the rail artillery shell drop on these huge tanks.
Oh, that's right. He does have that locked and loaded right now. The guards on the right are in a lot of trouble, though. They're about to be dealing with flamethrowers in a retreat path through full health peak runs with flamethrowers.
Alright, here we go. The chase is on. Play Benny Hill music here.
It's the best I can do.
Pronade misses.
Barrage from the Zis on the left forces off some units. The Sherman looking for the flame half-track, not going to find it. Second Panzer IV is about to hit the field too. This is where
so
things
he's
get
gonna
sticky.
Yeah, he's just gonna stick it in tier 3. Stick around in tier 3. I mean, obviously against massively spammed M4C Shermans, Panzer IV will have trouble, especially with ZIS support as well. So.
Oh, a great nade on those PTRS triple vets there from the Pigrins. Pigrins did their job, and they're going home. Big minefield there in the center has been seen, but can't quite be swept given the MG position. But these two Panzer IVs in a pack, that Sherman is in such a dangerous spot there. He really wants to get that half track. That might be the death of him.
Yeah, and Creatifname is rather aggressive without
no support.
Without any support whatsoever. Here comes the ZIS on the left flank. Does take a shot on a P4. P4 switches targets to ZIS. Should be thinking about M4C. Instead, he wants that ZIS. Penals are there as well. Satchel may go off. Nope, didn't trigger it.
Guards are pushing in. Yeah, this is turning into chaos on the right side. They have to be very, very careful as all these tanks are low health. Anything could go up in smoke at any moment. Ooh, Panzer IV wiping half a guard squad in one shot.
That was a rather unfortunate clumping there near that
trying to get in the door. Yeah. Okay, Flame half track in trouble now. Not supported. The tanks aren't... Well, no, he can fall back, though. He's okay. Oh, he wants that so bad. And he gets it. Picks up a kill on the Flame half track, although he might lose that Sherman. Pack misses. That was an enormous miss there from the pack. Whoa! Tank goes up. Yeah, get some. That Sherman's looking like it's in trouble. Oh no, and he loses the ZIS.
ZIS gun gets recruited. Does have
Penals in support. You gotta throw a satchel, sir. Throw a satchel. There it goes. That Sherman, oh, he loses the engineers.
And now circle jerking around tier 4 building.
He needs to get back to his base. Oh wow, he saved his ZIS gun somehow. ZIS has been recruited and is falling back to the Allies' base.
Second Panzer IV, not completely repaired, pushes in as well.
ZIS gets decrewed, but that Panzer IV in the base is alive with the main gun. He's trying to finish off the ZIS while doing damage in the base. These PTRSs are trying to save both at the same time. Now what is the Sherman doing? Oh, the main gun's down. Gotcha. Yeah. Holy crap. Creatifname is hanging on by a thread. Loses his ZIS gun. He has enough fuel for another Sherman, but no manpower because it's been bled so hard. Jesus Christ. That was a whole bunch of different close calls.
M4C Sherman is 380 manpower and 125 fuel. Meanwhile, of course, the Panzer IV is 350, 120. So it's a fair trade, I'd say.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That's fair. The fact that the Sherman lived, that's fine. He's down on infantry, but that's still okay. He's got to pay attention to his VIPs, though. That's getting a little bit tenuous here.
Yeah. Creatifname down to 100 VPs now.
Now, is he going to get another Sherman, or is he going to get a Katusha? Or, I mean, now Seeking can pop yet another Panzer IV if he feels like it. He also has Artie on call.
Yeah, it's going to be a crucial call, whatever he does, and I'm not sure what he needs to do.
Well, he does cook a Panzer IV, so I think he's going to... Oh my god, the guards take a massive, very well placed bundle nade there coming off from the base, and that unit is gone. Alright, Creatifname is looking in trouble.
Yeah, this is trouble now. So at this point, he probably... I don't know, maybe he should probably save up for Su-85. Because without the ZIS and only with the single M4C, he's not going to be able to counter two Panzer IVs.
Yeah, he would have to catch the Axis in like a really strange position where the AT rifles can do a lot of damage on top of Shermans. But without that, I think I agree with that. I don't see what he can do to try to manage the rest of the Axis here.
And of course, Seeking does have a pack gun, which is excellently positioned.
Yeah, Sherman gets totally caught off guard. Oh, we got the satchel.
Satchel goes off.
Wow.
Okay.
Second Sherman. He will be able to repair that Sherman if he can get his engineers over there, but the fresh Panzer IV sees the Sherman humping hedgerows over there. It's going to be a little bit careful. This Sherman getting shots in on the P4? Jesus Christ.
Creativname is walking a thin line here.
Hell of a thin line, gambling yet again. Trying to decap these VPs. He knows he has VP pressure. That's why he's not retreating that Sherman. He's just trying to peek around these tanks and get shots off after the Panzer IV fires its shot. Is being slightly successful there.
One more shot will do it if it penetrates. Oh, good lord, kill shot.
Wow, he
misses.
Rolled the dice.
P4, yeah, there we go. P4 retaliates and starshes the Sherman there.
That was one too many gambles. That was a bridge too far there for Creativname. He is getting a new Panzer IV onto the field, but I don't... Or new Sherman, rather, onto the field, but I don't know about this. There's a low-health Sherman, or Booze is kicking in. There's a low-health Panzer IV in the south, but I don't think he's going to be able to approach that at all.
P4 moving in now to chase away some penals here. Should be getting that right-hand side VP under his control pretty soon with this Ostrovin.
Thank you for the follow, sir.
Meanwhile, well-positioned Pack 40 gets a really nice rear armor shot on this new M4C.
Yeah, the M4 paying respects to his fallen brother here. I think he sees the writing on the wall as the rest of the VIPs are starting to be overtaken. I mean, he can come into the center and grab the VIPs yet again, but I don't see a way out of this for Creativname.
P4 now joins in the party. Well supported with Pack 40, and there we go.
Sherman goes down hard from greatly placed units here from the Axis. I would suspect Creativname taps here in short order. I think he just wanted to get that last satchel off, which never happened.
Could probably play the VP game at this point.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Try to drain as many VPs as he possibly can, but only if Seekin lets him at this point. So we'll see.
Yeah, Creativname sees the
not happening.
Sees the end and taps. Another victory goes to Seeking.
Sees the end and doesn't like it.
That's about right. Creativname ended that game with 25 VP, Seeking with 433.
So Seeking 2-up to 2-1 after being down 1. Interesting situation.
Yeah. I think that was kind of tough because Creativname got on the back foot and he never, you know, Seeking kept him on the ropes basically that entire game. Like, he maintained fuel, but Seeking kept his eye on the ball. He knew Vips was the most important part by far. And that won the game.
Yep.
I gotta tell you, Storm Tiger, the first best of 3 cash game I did, I was running out of so much gas. I've had one drink of Kraken, and I feel great.
Yeah, release the Kraken.
That's all I needed. And of course, it's about 1,000 times easier to cast with 2 people. Like, it's,
yeah, man.
I think it's actually 3 times easier than it is alone, but... And there's the graph. You can see that game was pretty close for a bunch of it, but once Seeking got a significant lead at 20 minutes, he didn't let go of it, and Creativname was on the downfall for the rest of that.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Of course, excellent engagement, that first one when he rushed in with his P4 and managed to almost knock out the M4C. Well, he didn't manage to do so only later, but he did knock out a couple of support weapons as well as units, so it was... that explains the dip in the graph there.
That's right, and the juice was worth the squeeze on that assault. He didn't get the Sherman like he wanted. He lost a P4, but he knew the VIPs are bleeding the entire time he does that. So he can burn a P4, build another one with map control, and ultimately bleed him with VIPs.
Yep. Excellent play by...
Yep. The guards, dude, oh my god, the guards were doing decent damage, but that bundle nade at the end was like...
It just got starched into heaven, man. Like,
yeah.
Good lord.
It's like perfectly placed, and the unit, it was down to like a sliver of a health, one model, and then he just keeled over hard.
Yeah. day. Gonna take a little break, or do we continue plugging away?
Totally fair, totally fair. And everybody, while we're here, I want to plug yet again the Master League. AE looks like is in the chat, and he's the man behind the scheme here, the wonderful, wonderful scheme of supplying everybody with fantastic tournaments once every 2 months, and organizing this. You know, if you had to have somebody organizing some kind of persistent tournament league and setup, AE would be the guy. So if you want to supply anybody with money, whether it's your favorite players or the Master League, please go there. If you got spare cash, throw down. We're almost at $800, and if we get to $800, that means we get a $1,600 tournament once every 2 months, and that is basically never been seen in the Company of Heroes community in its entire existence. And I've been here since day one, and it's just good to see that.
Yep, definitely. I think this kind of scheme has never been implemented anywhere else in the gaming industry, for that matter. So,
well, it's interesting. It's interesting, Stormtacker. So I follow Tekken and StarCraft ASL quite a lot, and I read up on how some of these games started, like, getting big, and Smash Bros. And Tekken specifically. Now they're beat 'em ups, but they also went with a model that we're seeing here, that the Master League is starting to spawn. Yeah, like they started doing cash games like we're doing right now, and then it grew into more of a consistently funded thing. And the guys who make the games, they didn't really catch on to the competitive scene until after the community had established, you know, all these different elements. And the Master League, to me, looks like one of those big pieces of the puzzle that are going to keep us going for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be great because everybody's going to benefit. I mean, obviously, we're going to see a whole heck of a load of good players playing against each other. We're going to see a lot of new maps. We're going to see a lot of interesting casts from different fan favorites in the casting section of the community. So a lot of people are going to benefit from setup, of course.
Yeah, that constant feeling of, hey, something is happening. Like, you're never in a lull where you feel like the game's going away. That's very important.
Yeah. Ideally, we should maintain the level of the number of quality players constantly engaged in the game, and of course, when you have top level players playing out a match, and when you have people playing against them, naturally, you're gonna first couple of times you're gonna get your butts kicked. But then, you know, these medium level players are constantly gonna keep increasing their skill as they play with top level competition, and of course we're gonna grow some talent. We're gonna grow some good players, and hopefully we continue to strive.
Hell yeah! Invite sent for the observe.
Yeah.
The other thing that's good is, like, if you look at, there are like a couple of different metrics that tell me that, and I've written about this in the Company Heroes 3 articles, that this game can be an enormous. Whoop. Son of a bitch. I just unplugged my headset on accident.
I believe that was caused by flash reborn.
I just took out my headset on accident.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. So what I was going to say is...
Sorry, I blamed your wife then.
No, she ain't here. There's a couple...
Send her kisses from me.
Absolutely. You goddamn right I will. There's a couple of metrics that tell me that this game can be so much bigger of a competitive scene than it is. One of them is when Company Heroes 2 was free for like that week where you got to get it and keep it. There were 100, and I believe it was 150,000 players online at the same time. Okay, there's one metric that makes any RTS look very, very small by comparison. Number two is the finals of GCS2 has 750,000 views. That also is unprecedented in any competitive RTS. And the last one is the support we've seen from actually Sega and Relic. The fact that they're willing to put money into a game like this, the $20,000 tournament is what I'm referencing here, and that they've done that Co-1 on iPad, that means they're still thinking about Company of Heroes. And I suspect we're going to get a pleasant surprise here in the future.
All right, we're live in game. What is this now? 4? Yeah, it's 4.
Game 4. People just showed up. Hang on. Wife just came in. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to let you take this away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're live. Game 4 is up now. Of course, best of 5 series for 50 big ones. Down south, we got Not Seeking, aka Creatifname, playing as OKW this time. And up north, we got the actual Seeking, or the hair Seeking of the Gestapo, playing as USF. Of course, in the second game of the series, OKW didn't prove out too fruitful for Creatifname, as he was quickly dispatched by Seeking.
We're back
rather
here.
quickly.
All right.
We should be able to see how this works out for him in this particular matchup now.
Oh, interesting. Okay, American and OK Dub. This is a different combo. I haven't seen this combo on this map in actually longer than the previous combo I hadn't seen in a while.
I'm really surprised that Seeking is not playing his Batman Brits.
Yeah, I wonder what he's got planned here. He's going the left-right. It's interesting that this left-right cap is like kind of the standard for everybody because the fuel is equidistant from both bases. And the building in the south would give the south player more of an advantage. Like, it's so interesting it always splits like this. Oh no, it always splits the other way. I'm retarded. The drinks are starting up.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, the different split. I love to see the different complexities here. Sternpile's doing damage in the north.
And Creatifname is not losing this engagement early on. Of course, reference to the fact that he lost his Sternpiles in the original game.
It seems that rifles are weaker than penals.
Yeah.
God damn it.
There's this barrage from White Flash's dog there.
Rowdy!
And another one.
He's such a funny dog. God damn it.
Of course, Seeking, or rather, god damn it, Creatifname. Creatifname is pushing out with 3 walks now. Standard build for OKW, it seems. Meanwhile, 3 rifles for the actual Seeking. Rifles now pushing in their cutoff, targeting those Pioneers. Of course, Assault Pioneers are extremely costly unit to reinforce. You want to knock out as many as you can.
Yeah, he almost got a couple more model wipes there.
Yep.
I gotta see what the hell my dog's barking out right back.
Alright, meanwhile, on the left-hand side, we got some rear echelon engaging squad of Bolts Grenadiers, both units behind the cover. Bolts do have an angle on the rear echelon. But on the right side, or the north side, rather, whatever you want to reference it as, we got some riflemen chasing off Bolts Grenadiers. Seeking is now in position to cap the complete north side. He has been able to dispatch every single unit the Creatifname has thrown at him, that particular end.
Alright, we're back in. Sorry about that.
Lieutenant now hits the field for Seeking. Light vehicles are not too far away.
Yeah, certainly. It looks like Creatifname is moving hard on the right, trying to reconnect his fuel. Now, see how they've cut each other off? That's another thing that I'm seeing. This map actually gets more cutoff action than Crossroads.
Yep. 2 ways to cut off the opponent, of course.
Yeah.
On either.
It's like the opportunities, the way that it's fleshed out on the outside of the map instead of in a cross pattern. Like, there's so much cutoff action on this friggin' map. It makes me a happy goddamn person.
Yep. Also, I mean, I gotta say yet again, although I did mention it before, I really like the fact that these 2 crucial points, fuel and the munis, are on completely opposite sides of one another. And it makes interesting decisions whether OKW will place the Schwera, or rather the Tier 4 building on the left or right-hand side. Because, of course, on the left-hand side, they can protect the munis, while on the right-hand side, they can protect the fuel.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. It opens up, obviously, in the previous version of the map, majority of tier 4 buildings were placed on the right-hand side in order to lock down the cutoff.
Right.
The command vehicle has converted
And
to a static
protect the
building.
munis, if I'm not mistaken. I forget the layout of the previous version. But obviously you could have protected the cutoff and the muni at the same time. But in this case, you have to pick one or the other.
And the way
So you have
the VIPs are configured now is so much better. Like this,
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy with what we're seeing here.
And while Volk's Grenadiers are in trouble on the left-hand side, Creatifname just hit the retreat there. Could have gone worse.
Yeah, Creative kind of taking control of this game. He's got the entirety of the right side of the map under the belt here. Oh, BRB.
Volk's Grenadiers in the middle here gets the VP under his control. And while Seeking's trying to mount another assault, does have 2 riflemen in the building there. Both of them pop out. Excellent usage of that building to get to the action as fast as possible. Ooh, there's a shoe mine on the cutoff there next to the Seeking's base. That should be able to get triggered pretty shortly, given the fact that rear echelons don't have a minesweeper there. We got engagement in the middle here, meanwhile. Volk's Grenadiers duking it out with riflemen. Riflemen should be able to pick off these remaining Volks here. They're behind the green cover, although one model does get dropped. Meanwhile, here comes the support on the right flank. Volk's Grenadiers and Aspios pushing through. Force a retreat on that one. What do we got going on tech-wise? Creatifname with mechanized regiment, and Lux just popped out, of course. Meanwhile, Seeking is opting for a 50 cal. Lux is seeing its first action, of course, forces a retreat on the rifleman squad. Meanwhile, Lieutenant is now protecting the retreat path and cutting off the approaching Volk's Grenadiers in the middle there. Meanwhile, in the north, Lux switches the targets there and starts starching some riflemen. Riflemen are going to stick around until they complete the cap of fuel. Off they go now.
An anti-tank gun has taken the field.
Captain now hits the field for Seeking. Or rather, Creatifname. God damn it, Creatifname.
Alright, I'm back.
Yep. Where's that steward? That steward is neat. Oh no, he's not going steward. He's going weapon racks. So we should be seeing some Zooks, hopefully.
Probably from the rear echelons and maybe rifles.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right choice.
Lieutenant with a bazooka is not a strange thing to see as well.
AP rounds on the P2. Why isn't it firing? There it goes.
Yeah, this for Captain is rather too early for my liking, at least. He's of course expecting the steward, but that's not going to happen anytime soon, it seems.
Not Seeking his Creatifname, guys. Okay, bazookas do decent damage against P2.
Yeah, bazookas are not to be joked with. I mean, it is a extremely potent weapon versus light vehicles.
Oh, if he can get a snare off on the right, that'd be absolutely huge. He is moving in with the Zooks, trying to get more hits in. Good connections.
That would have been one dead Panzer or Panzer II with.
Still might be. Boom! Gets the kill.
See, that's why we're not playing these cash games, because I doubted him when he teched up with weapon racks, supposed to get in the steward, but he just knocked out the fucking Panzer II without any problems with double swoops.
Can't argue with the results, right?
Yeah, I can't argue with the, you know, if, what is that saying? If a bull lies, horns don't, right?
Pretty much.
Volk's Grenadiers, meanwhile, holding the line in the middle there. They do have 50 cal and heavily vetted rifle squad to test against.
50's going to kind of push through the extra DPS he needs in the center.
Meanwhile, two squads of Creatifname are pushing to the left. They do manage to force the retreat on that rifle squad there. Meanwhile, the original 50 cal is repositioning to counter the threat on the left.
Yeah, LT's in trouble. Got to go home.
Creative will chase.
Keep in mind, Seeking is playing right now for the big W for the whole thing. It's up 2-1 up best of 5.
Of course, Seeking does need to win in order to ensure the victory.
Yeah.
Creatifname is on the back foot score-wise.
50 in danger in the center. Okay, second 50 gets suppression, but man, Creative is just owning the map.
Yep. Rather aggressive OKW playstyle pays the dividends. Of course, second 50 cal hit the field for Seeking. Given the previous complaints, this should give him some heavy advantage.
The Americans are going to be able to push onto the right and recap at a minimum the cutoff. The only thing coming to contend it is Vet 1 Volks. The Zook's got to go home, but those are not going to be that much of an effective unit given the fact there's no armor on the field.
Yeah, meanwhile, nice MG34 positioning there in the middle. Does manage to get a suppression off on that advancing rifle squad.
Okay, Seeking did go airborne now. He's actually selected a doctrine.
Yep. Creatifname does have Grand Offensive. He does have Firestorm and Overwatch doctrines. So it's going to be an interesting choice for him in this game.
Yeah, I don't know what he wants to go here. But he's keeping Seeking on the back foot. The VPs are close enough, but map control wise, the Axis are just crushing it.
Creatifname could be thinking a surprise Tiger, perhaps. Doesn't want to reveal his cards yet. Hence not selecting a doctrine. I don't think we're going to see Firestorm doctrine.
I doubt it, yeah.
Overwatch could be interesting simply because for the Fatherland ability.
Yep.
Given the fact that he has quite a few infantry squads.
Yeah, he's probably not getting Goliaths. He's so low on munis. But the rifles are in trouble on the right, running the gauntlet. There are some Volksgrins in the building there, and they're just trying to, I guess, slow down these rifles from getting in.
That was unlucky there for Creatifname. He could have wiped that squad.
Okay, here come the aircraft. Airborne are dropping into the map.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge help, especially with light MGs. Upgrade, they should be able to deal with Volks Grenadiers quite easily.
Yeah, another 25 munis, and he will be wrecking house with those. The double LMGs on like Airborne are scary.
Oh, meanwhile, while the parachutes were dropping, Creatifname immediately responds with Obersoldaten. Of course, he does want to have the capability to counter these paratroopers.
Looks like Creatifname does post up on the house in the north. He's trying to just be kind of a thorn in his side there. Rear echelon's got to go home as the P-Grens, or Sulkrens are... No, he doesn't see it. Okay, there we go.
Seeking's not looking. Yeah, this could be bad.
That was close.
Oof.
If he popped the Volks out of the building to get the additional DPS, he might have been able to wipe them.
Yep.
50 goes home on the left. LT's going to have to hold the left by himself. A lot of build-up around this building now. The Americans... Okay, yeah, the Axis don't like that position. He falls back overall.
That's a rather nasty position to be in. Several different avenues to be engaged from.
Obers and a MG34 on the left side. Push off rifles. They're going to take the VIP. Americans really need to maintain a fuel here. Although he does have plenty of fuel in the bank. He really needs manpower. He needs to start wiping some squads.
Yep. See, but the Tier 4 building, the Schwerer Panzer headquarters, is rather conservatively positioned.
I like that, frankly. Everyone else like puts it up the ass of their opponent, and then I'm like screaming at them to lose it.
Yeah.
But that is going to protect the cutoff.
Definitely. And of course, the entrance to that house and the exit as well. Oh,
my God.
Major loss by paratroopers there.
50
That is
sets
one
up
of...
in...
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I was going to say 50 sets up in the center trying to suppress Volks.
Yeah. Of course, paratroopers, one of them squads you don't want to lose too many models off. Extremely...
Dude, look at the... Okay, yeah, I was going to say, Seeking is about to be in big, big trouble if he loses both these 50s, but he sees this kind of envelopment happening from the Axis, and he falls back.
Yeah, Obersoldaten now with light machine gun upgrade. Should be able to laser down some Americans.
Assaultgrun's...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, shit. I was going to say, Assaultgrun's on the right in trouble, have to go home, and they hit a landmine. Airborne down men, but they at least have their upgrades on the LMGs. A lot of action in the center. He finally gets rid of that green cover that's been giving him so many problems in the center.
Yeah, Creatifname has made a lot of uses of that green cover. He has been able to hold off the middle VP from harassment with only a couple of models effectively. Oh, we got some rifles into trouble here.
Oh, Jesus, that was awful close. Ober's doing a lot of damage to 50 on the left, and he does end up wiping it from range.
Yep. 350 cal up for grabs now.
We get an AT gun dropping from the Americans. Probably great timing, considering the P4 is being cooked.
Yep. P4 is about to get out.
A lot of Axis infantry coming down the pipe here. He picks up the 50 and wants to go home with it. Airborne have to go home. Man, the Allies just can't maintain map control here. He gets out, he kind of gets a foothold, and then he just has to go home.
50 cal now repositions. Does have to worry about the right flank as well. But so do Obersoldaten now, trying to get a better angle on that 50, and they're going to get it effectively, forcing it to retreat.
Panzer IV House J in the center, gonna give those rifles hell. They're in big trouble here.
Nasty shot by that Panzer IV there.
Where is that AT gun? Okay, there it is, coming up. Gonna start getting shots off.
First one bounces. Creatifname is just holding the line against the onslaught of U.S. infantry. Siki now tries to switch up the approach and come from the right-hand side. Does have a 50 cal well positioned in that building to cover the approach there.
Yeah, he can range those Volks because they're not on the latter half of the VP center. P4 is going to cause problems. Those are just really strong buildings, though. You can hold out in those for quite a while. I mean, he's got plenty of snares. If he can snare this P4, that would be a huge win. And he has bazookas, too, but he's not using them on the P4. Okay, now he's shifting position.
Bazookas need to get in a better position to attempt to chase down that Panzer IV now, but it's too late.
Airborne, cover the left. Oh, stern piles might actually go down here.
Yep.
He's got to chase him. There's just too much going on.
Infantry with bars there.
Oh, he could have had him if he chased.
Yeah.
The tier 1? What the...
That's gonna go down, is it not?
Hell yeah, it is. Well, maybe not. He got it out. The Zooks are going to be doing a lot less damage, but the AT gun could push up and do damage here. He really wants to see that go down.
Yeah, AT gun a little bit out of position there. Could easily come back from the opposite direction, from the other side of the big barrel there, and start pounding.
Yeah, Seeking does have map presence back, and he is suppressing basically half of the infantry in the center here. He's capping up the left in the meantime. That MG in the building's doing a lot of work. The airborne are low. They've got to go home, though.
50 cal now gets shot up in the face. The gunner drops. Luckily, the loop didn't continue. Of course, luckily for Seeking.
This is the strangest position I've ever seen for Tier 1.
Yeah. Posed from at least 3 different angles.
Yeah. He is spending, he is investing more in it. He's getting the medics. Panzer IV now at full health.
Obviously, it's going to pay a huge dividends if he manages to save that building.
I'm surprised he didn't. I'm surprised he didn't push up with the AT gun and finish it.
Yep. He did have the control of the V. Could have just shifted the 57 mil on the left flank and start pounding. It would have only taken maybe 2 shots or something like that.
Yeah, like that's it. 2 shots and then fall back.
Of course, Creatifname now repairing the Tier 1 building or truck. Panzer IV is now on the left-hand side. Does have G34 support there. Should be pushing a little bit more aggressively. He does not have too many units to contest against. 57 is out of position, obviously. There we go.
He's trying to push the center with his 50 and just get suppression so he can, I guess, so he can zoop down that building. I don't even see any way to destroy that. I would be entirely focused on destroying that tier if I was him. 50 in the building in the north's in a little bit of trouble, though. The Volks are coming up, getting real close, looking for a nade.
Yeah, they get the nade off. 50 cal barely survives there.
This is such a strange game now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Seeking is down VP-wise.
Yeah, P4 comes into the center, eats a couple of shots there. Bazookas get good penetrations. Oh my god, a huge nade from the airborne. Almost wiped 2 Volks. At least he did get 1. Oh my god. Airborne are going to be forced home there, and the 50 is going to have to go home as well with a flank from the Volks. That was... Oh, that nade... That nade could have, like, turned the whole game if he got 2 squads right there. I mean, that did do an enormous amount of damage anyways.
Yeah, of course, Creatifname cannot afford to lose units. Obviously, he's... Even before he lost that 1 unit, he was down with infantry compared to Seeking, so he does need units to contest this onslaught of USF there.
Yeah,
he's holding off for now.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like Creative is, like, holding the line, but I'm looking at unit count, and I'm like, this is gonna get a little scary for him when this Sherman comes out. Although he's gonna have enough for another P4, maybe a KT if he waits long enough.
Yeah, and Creatifname immediately opted for Overwatch Doctrine, or not immediately, but now.
Oh yeah.
Which means that we may see for the Fatherland. And I'm curious to see how he's gonna use that ability, because that could prove out extremely useful in this particular situation.
Fans, try to think of the fall. Yeah, he might get Goliaths too. That's totally an option. Or Sector Arty. Or what's it called? Sector Assault.
First Sherman hits the field.
Desperately needed Sherman. Raketten's in the middle. Something terrible just happened to that LT.
Oh, that was booby trap by Obersoldaten.
Left side is getting recapped by Seeking. Trip Vet 50 might go down. Oh my god. Don't lose that, don't lose that, don't lose that. There you go. God, it's so freaking stressful. P4 getting shots. And where's the AT gun? Oh, it's on the left side. It has hit Vet 1.
Of course, 57 mils are probably one of the best AT weapons in the game, especially when they gain wet. Of course, they're pretty bad early on, but when they reach that Vet 2 and Vet 3, they're
Oh,
not
they
to
get
be.
scary, yeah.
They get scary.
And he's got enough munis to use the AP rounds on the P4s as well, so he's in an alright position, especially with Trip that 5-man recon squads, or rear echelons on the right.
Yep, rear echelon trying to flank those barrels and put additional hurt on that Panzer IV. One Shrek connects, or rather one bazooka.
So much action happening right now. Major is on the field, although he's so close to never mind, he's dead.
Is that what Major? I didn't see it.
Yeah. Panzer IV is wisely using these barrels, although the AT gun manages to get shots around him. P4 solo, he's got to go home. This game is popping off.
Yep. Wide open at this point. Of course, Seeking does have the additional pressure of VPs. He hasn't been able to successfully bleed Creatifname this game, so it's down only to 88 victory points.
Yeah, it's true.
Sherman is well in position to start putting some hurt on that blob
blob
there.
Yeah, that is asking to be hit by Sherman and anti-amp rounds. Not really getting a lot of damage in, strangely.
Yeah.
Those bullets got very lucky. Okay, there's a hit. Seeking is starting to maintain Vips. He's grabbing the right side. Oh, that Sherman's just... Oh, Jesus.
Volk's Grenadiers are in trouble, down to one model there. Could have gotten horribly wrong for Creatifname there.
Oh, Seeking blobs his imp in the center, and the MG34 correctly punishes the blob. Well played. Good position there, and he is going to retake the right VIP. You can't blob your imp, guys. It's like, if you send a blob into an MG and they all get suppressed, I don't want to hear a word of complaint.
Yeah. This was rather awkward play by Seeking, not really smooth on that assault.
Yeah, he had enough opportunities to go around the barrels, too. But that's all right. That's part of the game. When you get under stress, too, it's hard to remember to do everything perfectly, you know, certainly.
Yep.
Wow, Panzer IV taking those shots to the chest like a champion. AT gun pops Vet 2 now. That Panzer IV stopped a armored pen round, one armored pen round. That was impressive.
Yeah, that 57 mil needs to go back to the base and heal up as much as possible. You do not want to lose that on that unit, as we talked about earlier.
Looks like there are some flanking infantry on the far left side here. And again, the infantry are blobbed. There's plenty of ways to come out here, and he just blobbed into the MG34. We do see where does that come from? Oh, Sherman pops smoke. Huge vape in the center. That is a great move. Now that MG is totally impotent, and the infantry from the Allies are going to be able to dominate this area.
He needs one good flank, and then that MG's a goner.
Or a nade. I mean, shit, they're bunched up on green cover. Decides just to decap.
Yeah, he's not capitalizing on that smoke. That smoke is about to clear.
Does he even have nades? Nope.
That window just closed, Seeking.
Sherman not really doing nearly as much damage as I've seen Sherman's do in the past. That AT gun is in a good position, though, on its flank for the P4. He's got to protect that AT gun, but if he can, it could do damage. Decides instead to fall back, probably wisely.
Yeah, needs to get back and heal. Sherman all patched up now, ready to go. Pushing out now on the left flank.
Still a lot of action in the center as well. It's just a shit show. The Axis surely benefiting huge from that Tier 1 just still being alive.
Yeah, that was one big mistake that Seeking did, not destroying that building.
Yeah.
When he had a chance.
He could have chased. I think there were 2 units he could have wiped on chase, and that building shouldn't be there. This would be totally a different game if that had been done.
Yeah, I mean, this building is so close to the battlefield that you can literally just shove the MG34 behind the stone wall for green cover and then reinforce it as the models keep dropping.
Like, a single pack alley would just end this area.
Yeah, that as well.
Like, any indirect fire unit would just ruin that area.
I see, now Seeking is listening to us. Should have done this earlier, though, but now he's on the proper angle and starts pounding on this battle group headquarters.
There we go. Whoa! This is one shot hitting the big tanker.
Fireworks, courtesy of White Flesh Reborn there.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Panzer IV on the far left trying to unseat that P4. Sherman is going to get full health. A second Sherman is in the hopper right now. Honestly, like a Pack Howie would be so brutal right now.
Yep.
Not seeking is, I mean, Creatifname is definitely going for a King Tiger. That is going to be a catastrophe for these Shermans.
Yeah, if that unit hits, it's going to be really rough position for Seeking there.
And the biggest of them all are on the field.
Devil. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Daddy KT, 88mm. Hits the field.
Biggest, possibly one of the dumbest tanks that Hitler ever demanded to have built is on the field. But in this game, it is one of the scariest vehicles that we can think of.
Yep. Rumbling towards the middle.
I don't know what the hell Seeking is going to do to deal with this thing.
Oh, yeah. First shot knocks out 2 models in the rear echelon.
You're going to need no more bazookas, sir.
I mean, obviously, he does have the option of P-47 rocket strafe.
That's true.
If he manages to... rifle on the top left side. Trouble there. Could have gotten wiped.
Yeah, armor-piercing AT rounds at Vet 2 from that AT gun are not penning that King Tiger. 2 shots in a row bounce. 3 shots in a row bounce.
4th shot bounce as well.
Okay, that one penned, but it's a King Tiger, so it doesn't matter that much. Wow. I've actually... Normally, the armor-piercing rounds do better from an AT gun. Uh-oh. Sector assault.
Up north.
No, that's sector assault from the Axis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Sherman's got to get the hell out of there. Bulk's in trouble, actually. He could chase. Well, he decides
Sherman
not. Oh, no, he can't.
Pounded there by the planes.
Sherman does make it home, just barely, though. The infield their ground. They're just trying to keep VIPs. Oh, the Raketten might go down in the center. That could be a good pickup for the Allies. It does.
There we go.
That would be actually kind of big if you can get 2 AT guns on the KT.
Speak of the devil, KT's being repaired now is with peak.
The VIP count is absolutely critical right now. The Allies have to go balls deep into the center or it's over. AT gun desperately trying to do damage. There's Trip Vet now.
There we go. Pence now pops in the armor piercing.
Okay, left side is secure. He's got to grab the center. Oh, the Sherman going hard. Oh, God. Decides to back up. You got to commit to that. Although it doesn't matter either way. Oh, no, he does. Smoke pops. Makes it out. An attack round misses.
He did have rifle on the left flank there to support and potentially snare the KT, so...
Yeah, true. He's not capping the left like he intended to with rifles.
Oh, 10 down to 10 points.
P4 moving on the left. It's full health now. That's going to be a problem. He has nothing to contend that except a half-health Sherman.
Seeking's repairing under fire now. Oh, there we go. He just jumps in.
Jesus.
At the last second.
Okay, the King Tiger sees his moment while the P4 is flanking to move up. Panzer IV, if this AT gun was turned, but it's not. Oh, he could have wiped that P4 with the Sherman staying alive. Rear echelons can't even pen this thing. The P4 will not take hits. Whoa, another tanker goes up in flames.
Oh.
How did that P4 take so many hits? That was very unusual. Not that it's going to matter here as more infantry come in.
KT now pushing up. P4 on the left flank down to 50% of health approximately. Seeking has to risk it now. Pushes in the low health Sherman. 1 shot away from dying.
He could snare the P4, but that's not going to do it, and it's over.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Good push there by Seeking. Or not Seeking, rather.
Creative. 400 to 0.
We got ourselves an ace game, ladies and gentlemen. Good lord. What a series.
Well, I'm glad we're tracking Vips here.
Yep. So who's got the VP? You got the number.
Let me do some arithmetic here. Oh, let's see. 9 is 2. 7, 8, 9, 17 is 0 is 2. 4, 8, 9. That's 10, 11. Seeking has 1102 Vips. Creative has, it's 14, 16. 6 is, that's 10, 12. 3, 4 is 8, 10. So Creatifname has 1026 Vips, and Seeking has 1102 Vips.
So Seeking has the selection. Is that what it is?
Hang on.
All right. White Flash is using NASA's very own computer in order to do the arithmetics here.
Okay, I'm gonna let him know what the Vips were.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. You were talking to them about the map feedback. Didn't see that.
Okay, so the next match is going to be on Crossroads. Seeking gets the pick because he is up by 76 Vips.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
That's
very
not
close. Especially that last
close.
game, Creative was up so much.
Yeah. We would have flipped the coin on that one because that I wouldn't even bother calculating.
They're asking about the buildings covering stuff, and I just let them know, like, the buildings don't cover any important points, and they only cover half of the VPs. But because it's large, it does feel like that sometimes. And there's also green cover to post up on it, and the barrels give you flanking options. Like, those buildings are very approachable. But as we saw, Storm Tiger, we saw him come with blobs a couple of times with those American
Well,
rifles.
yeah, it's his fault. I mean, he should have gotten at least one form of indirect fire, whether that be mortar or pack howie, whatever.
Packard would have been devastating, I feel like.
Yeah.
But they're asking fair questions because in the heat of the battle, it's very hard to be objective if you're in the middle of that shit show.
Yeah, exactly. Seeking has a faction selection, I believe, if I understood your
Yeah, that's right.
points correctly.
Yeah, Seeking his faction selection because he was up. The VIP count was 106 creative, or 1026 creative to 1102 Seeking. And I'll let them know. Okay, I just put a 5-minute break timer. I'm going to let them cool down while we get ready for the next game, and I'm going to piss. BRB.
All right. I guess I'm going to do the same. It's kind of freaky that White Flash and I have synchronized the bladders well. So.
Okay. All right, we're about ready.
All right, I'm back.
Same. I'm gonna get you in the ops party. I let them know we got about less than a minute to go.
Where is this chess discussion coming from? Like, what the hell?
Chess.
Yeah. Somebody made a comparison. Code 2 and chess.
Code 2 isn't even remotely as close to as balanced as chess is.
Yeah.
And never will be.
Well, Kimbo is suggesting that queen is rather OP, and he wants to replace queen with the king. So we'd have 2 kings.
Right.
Why not 2 queens?
Yeah. Normally you got picks for that kind of action.
Are you starting yet, or?
I'll let him know. All right, I see it. Yeah, game's already up. Creativname's going Brits now. Uh-oh.
I'm scared of this.
Why would he go Brits now?
Because he's got something up his sleeve.
Good old Crossroads.
Have they picked this map, or you told them to play G5 on Crossroads?
I told him. That loading screenshot is 1,000 years old.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, the screenshot of the map.
Yeah, this loading screenshot. Okay, this is it. For all the marbles.
All the marbles. Final game of the series between Unstoppable Force and Immovable Object.
Yes, indeed. And in the South, we have Creativname opting to go the Redcoats, the British. And in the North, selecting Oster, and immediately going German Infantry Doctrine. And we are on OG Crossroads.
I immediately see what's going to happen. We're going to see 5-man Tommy Blobs versus 5x5 Grand Blobs.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, this is more of the kind of game I was expecting from them.
Yeah, they're playing pretty like reasonable games the first 4.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
There we go. Second squad of Tommies coming out for Creativname.
Lend-Lease Assault Regiment selected for Brits.
Of course, he does have access to assault infantry sections. Could be good versus G43s.
Now, the Brits have an M10 Achilles tank destroyer, but that's exactly the same as the M10, the regular M10, right?
You know what? To be honest, I've never actually built that unit, Achilles tank destroyer, so I have no
Yeah.
idea what it is.
Yeah, I don't play Brits. But,
Yeah, I rarely play Brits.
yeah. Oh, look. A regular mortar. What the?
New infantry section is ready for battle.
No, a sniper.
What? Oh no, I'm looking at the doctrine. Yeah, okay, we're seeing a sniper. Seeking is bucking the intended Sturm Tiger Gaddafi battle here.
Yeah.
I love the sniper choice against Brits, though. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, definitely. Only if he manages to keep it alive for extended periods of time, that'd be great.
Yeah, against Brits, if you can get like 15 kills, or like 12, I forget what the number is, it's paid for itself. And then after that, it's just, you're just hurting them terribly.
We got Universal Carrier coming out.
Uh-oh. Sniper already in trouble.
Oh, 2 bursts down to 50% health now.
Oh my lord.
Sniper gonna go down.
Enemy forces are securing territory.
Seeking gets out by the skin of his teeth. Jesus.
That's close. And now he needs, I'm not sure if he's gonna send him back to field. Obviously he is, but
He's
he
going to
needs
have to
some
be
healing.
extra careful this time.
Yep.
Brain carrier from the Brits, too. That's going to make the sniper's life even harder.
Somebody just sneezes at this sniper and this sniper is dead. Oh, but it's about to get chased by Tommy squads there on the right flank. Meanwhile,
Oh, God.
the house.
Yeah, he's waiting for that sniper to come out so he can pop it.
It will literally take 2 bullets from this Universal Carrier to drop the sniper.
Or 1 bullet from an IF section.
Yeah.
I think he sees it now.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Maybe not. Oh, that sniper's so dead.
So he can try to get in a nice position there to take a shot. There we go. Oh, and he wipes the... No. Oh, God, good lord.
He's going
I
for the
thought he wiped
Grens.
I thought he wiped that Tommy squad in the building.
He's going for the sniper. He is going all in for the sniper. Has to fall back. Okay, good defense there, actually. 2 more Tommies coming from the left. Sniper's in dire trouble here. Pilot's not going to be able to save him. Sniper has to creep out in stealth.
Meanwhile, 2 squads of Grenadiers pushing the Universal Carrier there. Could have gone worse.
Sector.
Sniper's alive. If not temporarily. Oh, God. 1 shot from that will kill that thing. Grens are in big trouble in the north. They're going to go down.
Oh, he does not want to lose that Gren squad.
Wow.
Our opponents are
Seeking repeatedly getting lucky on retreat here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the curse of early sniper play. You're going to sacrifice a lot of other engagements just by babysitting your sniper, and it's just horrible feeling.
Soren Kepler is suggesting I play Brits more. I don't think the British faction should be in Company of Heroes. For a variety of reasons. Co 1 Brits are the worst faction ever designed. Co 2 Brits are better. But the idea that a faction should be defensive, like that is their role as a faction, not as a doctrine, that goes against everything that the original Co 1 designers intended. And my philosophy basically bucks everything that the Brits stand for, Co 2. And Co 1, actually. Sorry. That sniper is in such a precarious position. He's going to hold the left side, though. Really needs to get healing up. He actually has... Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, Brent, the Universal Carrier gets the upgrade there on the main gun.
Sniper up to 5 kills now, so Tiki
God.
has done really well to keep him alive, but in desperate need of healing.
Yeah, he needs healing like a... I need a sandwich right now. He's just so close to dead.
I could eat a sandwich as well.
Hell yes.
You know that I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning and went to eat a sandwich?
Really? Goddamn. Alright, the Axis are getting entirely pushed off the map. This sniper is feeling a little bit too comfortable being on the map with this low of health. I'd retreat that thing. That is just He's going straight for the cutoff.
Steal our sector. The sector has been cut off.
Nice positioning with that tier 1. He could definitely push out
Yeah.
towards the field and still reinforce.
That sniper is going to die if that universal carry commits. No, he falls back. Doesn't want to get snared. AEC on the field. That's going to cause like 10 different problems for the Axis without a pack, which he has none.
Of course, by heavily investing into infantry, he does not have any additional manpower for medical bunker. And so his squads are really low, including the sniper.
See,
that also implies he doesn't have any teller mines.
The problem is he's spending munis upgrading the Grens, which gets free healing for themselves, but doesn't do dick for the sniper, and more importantly, he doesn't have tellers or packs because he's been bled so hard.
Oh, and what the hell is this Vape Nation made here?
So some sort of a, I think he threw a liquidated PCP at the Grens there, forces him off.
Some sort of master gas.
Ah, Stormjaeger, thank you for that. I didn't know that. They can use the med kits on the sniper. Good to know. Thank you.
But only at Vet 1. He doesn't have any vetted squad. Right?
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, veterans wants one. Probably waiting for that. He wants to get one of these grand squads vetted up until he can probably then kill the sniper if he has enough munitions for that.
Thank you for the follow. AEC is in danger of getting snared here, but I don't know if I would want to spend my munis snaring. He almost has to wait for a pack to pop here. Sniper pops at 1. He is at 9 kills with that thing.
Oh, that one Grenadier's in trouble there for a second. Had Universal Carrier decided to chase, that would be the end of it.
Yeah, AEC's just kind of uncontested.
And now we got an M5. 3 light vehicles now out for Creatifname.
Oh god. He's alright, Seeking's getting a pack. This is gonna have to be one hell of a pack.
Rough position for Zeke here. He needs to fight back and to do some wonders.
He has been maintaining his fuel on the left, but overall resource count he is down certainly. And the M5 is immediately getting the quad.
I want to see that quad gun down a sniper. Pack now hits the field.
We're losing a capture point.
Seeking has rather done well with the sniper given the circumstance. Literally first engagement. Oh, here we go. AC's about to eat a Faust. Pack is well in position. Oh, Creatifname got greedy on that one. AC should be going down any time
AC
now.
gets a ban. Oh no, it gets destroyed.
Yeah.
That sniper's got to go home. There was way too much shit here. Pack's gonna go down hard. Although he's getting reinforced, he's got to start getting shots off.
The SMG is now defending as well. Oh,
Yeah, that kind of saved him.
Back there. M5, one shot away from being dead.
He's not going to be able to wipe Seeking entirely, but he is going to take the rest of the map after that attack.
Sniper finally gets some much needed heal.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Is that 10 kills now?
10 kills, left one. Solid performance there.
Landmine laid on the left side from the Brits. Now, this blob should be able to get some work done backed up by the pack. Sniper can actually be protected. He can get some work done here, and he's got enough fuel to tier up, potentially.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to take one
What
of
do we
our
have
points.
tech-wise? Battle phase 1 and tier 2 for Seeking. Meanwhile, we got
One extra soldier can be added to infantry
five
squads now.
men's squad upgrades for Creatifname.
That quad probably wisely falls back. He wants to get some DPS in, but he doesn't want to get caught behind the line there. There's a landmine up there where the Royal Engineers are. Surely he's going to be running right into that.
He's gonna trigger that for sure, yep. Luckily, they weren't as bunched up as... Well, actually, no. The mines now deal mostly 2 model kills, so...
Pack's in trouble, unsupported, has to fall back. The sniper does have the freezing stun rounds, but... Not sure if he wants to spend munis on him. Actually, I kind of would at this point. Nope, doesn't even bother with anything. Falls back entirely. These assault units from the Brits are really strong.
Pack in trouble, goes down.
Seeking's in trouble here.
50 cal now tries to defend the retreat path of that stolen pack.
Yeah, he's in trouble here. I don't know what he's going to do to come back from this now. He's making another pack, but when you steal an early pack like that and you have this much light armor, it's so hard to come back.
Just luckily he was able to knock out the AC there, otherwise it would whole heck of a
yeah, 100%
game.
right. Yep, you're 100% right. Sniper at 11 kills, soon to be 12. Does get a Faust off on the M5, but he can't follow it up because he stole his pack.
Yep. I don't know what I play. Like, I'd rather have my pack stolen than MG42.
I suppose it depends on what phase of the game it is. If it's extra early, MG hurts more. Yeah. Unless they have to sack a unit to take it. I mean, but even then, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Alright, the sniper's had enough sitting in defensive positions. Oh, no. Okay, thought
Oh,
he
could fire off the incendiary explosive round on these engineers repairing. Could probably knock them all out with that single round shot.
Yeah, well, I thought he was going to commit more. A teller goes down in the center. Okay, that's a very smart play. Pack firing through the hedges. The M5 has to fall back a little bit. Sniper on the far right trying to contest some infantry squads. He is supported. These assault Tommies on the left are trying to force the issue with the Grens. He does push him off ultimately. The sniper survives on the right with 14 kills. That was a decent assault by Seeking. He kind of...
yeah, he kind of showed his teeth and fought back.
Yeah, he's like regained his map presence there. But these vehicles are going to continue to be a problem, and the Allies are cooking a Cromwell.
Oh, but Ziki did manage to knock out the Universal Carrier, did he not?
Jesus, I missed that.
So there's only one light vehicle out.
Cutoff goes in from the Allies. They do grab it. The pack forces off the M5. He's going to get to connect that pretty quick, but Seeking is so low on manpower, man. When this Cromwell comes out, I don't know what... The pack, I don't know if it's going to be enough to deal with this. Unless he plays very defensively, but he's on the ropes, certainly. Unless he hits the teller. If he hits the teller, this whole game gets flipped on its head.
Yep, teller and followed by back shots.
Yep, and he's got enough munis to lay more mines, man. I'd be laying those friggin' tellers everywhere I thought there'd be potential for counterattack.
This one teller in an extremely potent position there, rather aggressively placed.
Yeah, I really like that spot.
Yep.
Oh, and the Cromwell's going right. Let's follow it. Is he just going to drive to his death? Nope. Moving further right. He wants to prevent any incursion into the south. Shouldn't bother with a Faust because of full health. He is going to go home.
Yep. No upside in that engagement.
Yeah, tier 3 going up for Axis here, and he does have a fuel cache, so he can use that to get a Panzer IV potentially.
Ziki now jumps out of the middle building there. Potentially trying to bait this M5 into the minefield here.
Oh,
not gonna happen.
That was a little scary. P4, the pack rather, wisely falls back there.
Pack 40's in a rather defensive position there. Could have pushed further a little bit.
He's probably worried about, there's so many Tommies on the field, he's worried about getting outflanked because the sniper can't really stop him. Oh no, Cromwell coming in. Pack gets one shot off. That is a critical shot. The sniper's found him in the open. Oh, misses the shot on the sniper. Faust did go in. This Cromwell's in big trouble now, but the M5's coming in. He's got to Faust the M5 at a minimum. Panzer IV is cooking, but the Pack Shirley's going to go down now. Faust the Cromwell instead.
Cromwell manages to go down. That would be a huge pickup.
Dude, I would have Fausted the M5. Because when the P4 comes out, you'll kill both of them instead of one of them.
Yep.
I don't agree with these choices. Oh no, he Fausted again. He does pick up the kill on the Cromwell. Okay, fair enough.
He lost his minesweeping engineers, and he's about to lose a Gren there.
How did those Grens not go down? Wow.
Oh,
my Grens would have died in seconds. I would have Fausted the M5 and then gotten the fuck out of there and waited for the P4 to come out and wreck everything.
yeah.
That was chaos. Good plays by both players. I mean, he got the Cromwell, and the P4 should turn the tides here a bit. As long as he doesn't get caught off guard. The Pack is desperately trying to reinforce and just stay alive. These Grens are getting a lot of vet. And the Sniper's at 20 kills now, so it certainly paid for itself.
20 kills wet, too. Yeah.
Seeking's basically out of resources for a while after that engagement. He just kind of punched him out there. Smoke, for some reason, dropping on the far left. I'm not sure what the hell that is.
Oh, it's the repairability of Brits.
Oh no! The P4 does not seem to care that there's smoke there.
Sam5 is dead.
Yeah, it's a real dead.
Flushes the Tommy model there on the
Alright.
approach.
Seeking coming out on top here. He's now that he's gotten both of those vehicles. I was afraid he'd never get that M5, but he did end up taking it out. It couldn't move because of the repairs coming down.
Yeah, Seeking did a great job to weather the early storm there, and he really had a rough early game. And now with his Panzer IV and a whole bunch of knocked out light vehicles holding Cromwell, he can breathe easily.
Yeah, and he's got keeping that tier 1 out where it was. That was absolutely huge. The Royal Engineers, I've noticed, have been laying a lot of landmines. The hedges in the south, where the cutoff is, between those two hedges, he just placed yet another one.
Yep.
We got ourselves a game.
Yeah. Stuff is going to pick up now.
Yeah, Seeking is sitting on an obscene amount of munitions here.
No, a Creatifname is...
I mean, creative goddamn names.
Yeah.
Panzer IV is pushing his own sniper around a little there. Oh, he's still got a shot off.
Tom is in trouble now. Forced to retreat with 2 models left. Here comes the big blow up, looking for that sniper. Pack now fires as well.
Yeah, Grens on the left side are trying to hold that green cover, and they're in such a good position. They actually do hold it. Snare goes in on the P4. Those Volksgrens were like heroes holding that left side. The enemy Pack getting really aggressive now that it's Snare. There's nothing here to stop it from getting free shots off. Oh my god, misses that first shot. The Panzer IV is suicidally standing there. This is a disaster. He could have gotten that P4 far further back than he did.
Can't lose that P4, damn it. There we go. Oof. Almost. It'll live.
Sniper in trouble. Pack is moving up with all speed, trying to get a max range shot here. He does miss that one. He actually might lose his vet on the Pack. Definitely does. Those Tommies are trying to just maintain their existence out there to keep the Pack from falling back into the Axis hands.
Sniper's back on the field for support. There we go. One Tommy goes down.
And the Axis are going to grab their Pack again. Okay, that was a bit of a disaster for Creative. I think he had the right idea. Like, that P4 was lingering way too long. But he didn't have enough support to follow that up with any infantry.
How far is he away from another tank? He does have a substantial amount of fuel.
Yeah, manpower bleed is It's not terrible. He'll have one, but by the time he gets one, a second Panzer IV will likely be on the field.
And now without AT support, he does need to invest his next chunk of manpower into some proper AT.
Mother.
As you mentioned here, Creatifname has been putting rather large number of mines.
Yeah, the problem is if the Allies get a tank here, they're going to be going up. Oh, he's getting an Austin. Well, even so, he's going to be going up against 2 packs and a Panzer IV. So it's got to be. I don't know what the hell the Brits need to get at this point. This is not a good position for them at all.
Could be looking maybe for the M10s. I don't know. With the pack, 2 packs and Panzer IV, highly unlikely.
Yeah.
He probably needs AT gun ASAP, and then he can wage whether he would want more AT guns or perhaps another armor piece on the field. So.
Yeah, Soggy Blowfish pointed out a Comet would be the right choice here. Don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah.
Osman hits the field.
Now another excellent aspect of Seeking's state in the early game, he hasn't bled that much VPs. Creatifname has not been able to capitalize on his advantage early in the game, and we have VPs virtually identical at it.
And it looks like Seeking is sweeping. There were 2 mines over there that he swept, and Comet is indeed in the hopper. Oh, that Oswin got a little too close to that mine and set it off.
Packs need to move in to support the retreat here. There we go. Packs are moving in, supported by Sniper as well.
Yeah, he'll be okay. This Comet's going to take a while. And I was going to say, Seeking really needs to get a triple cap on Vips in the meantime to keep the pressure on.
Another mine detected there by Seeking.
And Creatifname ends up grabbing a second Minesweeper. Nice, destroys that mine with the packs. That was hot.
Yep.
Awesome.
Only 6 shots, but that's okay.
Yep, no, that's about right with packs against AT guns. More landmines going down from Creative. He knows he's probably going to get rushed at some point, and he's not going to need to be able to support his Comet with something. The only real option he has is snares and mines, and he's trying to. He has so many munitions. He's got to keep doing that. You have to keep laying mines. He's just sweeping a mine in the center. He found that teller finally, replacing it with a mine of his own. Gets discovered. Comet tank moving right with a lot of infantry support. He's going to try to swing around these packs, but that's going to be a little bit tricky there. He's at a minimum trying to keep his own fuel, prevent his opponent from getting doubles.
This rifle, or rather...
Oh, retreat satchel! But the Volks got caught up on some of the Brit infantry. Didn't quite get the wipe there. An attack on the left also gets repulsed. The axis looking good there. Volk might go down on the... Or, Bren might go down going home, but the Comet misses.
Both backs trying to rush into position there. Osman is there for support.
This Comet going all the way around to try to get a flank on the P4. Doesn't get it. Comet is comfortably in enemy territory now, but the assault units of the Brits are causing havoc behind the line, killing all these packs. Wipes both of them. Now it's just Comet and P4. A brilliant play here by Creative. Comet can't dedicate himself to a target, though. Engineers coming up. They're going to try to get a snare on the P4, but this Comet tank's in trouble. Snare goes off of the P4. He is snared. Gets the kill on the P4. Oh my god, Creatifname is... This is a brilliant attack on his side. Nades the pack from the tank. Does not quite do the damage he needs. The second pack does go up. Trying to finish off this Oswin. Loses the Comet. Dude, that was a bonkers attack right there.
Sick assault there.
Yeah, that was about as good of an attack as you could hope for from the Brits.
Excellent. He saw that opening probably faster than we did and pulled the trigger.
100%. It's a shame he couldn't have gotten that other Oswin, because if he had gotten the Oswin, we would be in a totally different game here, but he is going to get away.
Yep. I mean, Seeking still has. Seeking was able to salvage the situation to the best of his abilities. Of course, he did reclaim both of his packs, and for a Cromwell, he only lost the Panzer IV.
But he wiped a lot of shit while he was up there too. Like he burned off a lot of the Axis manpower doing that. Wisely gets a second tank there of the same type, but I don't think you could have asked for a better attack there, except maybe if you had another Tommy there to throw down an Artie Flare, because he's sitting on an obscene amount of munitions right now.
He has been spamming the mines, but again, he has plenty of munitions to work with, and of course he can always save those for vehicle crew repairs on his vehicles, especially with Cromwell's now getting more, or rather, what do you call this thing?
Dude, this sniper's up to 34 kills now.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, he did go M10. That's hilarious. Okay.
That should counter the Osprey pretty quickly now.
Very comfortably, I would say. First shot misses, but these tanks are supposed to be good at firing on the move, I thought. This is second shot. Okay. Oh no, get snared by a Faust. That was just a bad move right there. You can't go balls deep. Yeah, that was a bit of a throw. Doing damage, but that's really not going to matter much. Seeking, dropping Artie somewhere on the map.
Another Faust.
Oh my god, wipes so much Brit infantry in the south. M10 goes down and Seeking with a very dominant last play of the game there.
Ring the goddamn bell. Ring the goddamn bell. That
dude.
Artie was... I was not expecting that. Good lord.
I would say he just brought the hammer down.
Oh, lay it, smack it down.
Hard.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I just was not expecting that. I mean, and it was excellent timing because Creative was trying to save his M10 there and wasn't paying attention to the location of his blobs and got
I honestly thought
face really hard.
Dude, I honestly thought after that first brilliant attack by Creative, his second attack would be something of the same, and it was the opposite.
Woo. Excellent play by Seeking there, obviously. That was Creative wrecked, as Sirius was saying.
I mean, Seeking just played a very slow, methodical game, and he let Creative punch himself out on him. I mean, he got lucky a couple times with retreats early on. That may have saved him there, but in general, he outplayed him after that, and despite Creative's monstrous counterattack with what was essentially, 3 units against, 6, and he, unseated him from that area, he still ended up with that kind of lackluster attack at the end, and then the bombing run just sealed his victory.
Fatality.
Dude, so sick.
Also, the sniper usage is impeccable. I mean, he has been on Sliver of Hell for
34 kills. I mean, Jesus Christ.
With full entirety of the early game. I mean, let's see the clip. Hold on. Let me see the clip.
Yeah, someone posted a clip. Nice. Well, I'm going to plug Master League one last time. Guys, that is the Master League. That's the future of all of Company of Heroes competitive 1v1. If you can support it, do so. Thank you, Storm Tiger, for coming in and casting. You made this about 10 times easier than it would have been.
Yeah, no problem.
Ploesti Outskirts looking very, very good here. All the games are pretty damn contentious, and the players are learning the subtleties. There will be more improvements as we go on. But, yeah, we appreciate everybody coming in and watching. That was a 6 series of 5 and a previous series of 3. Seeking and Creatifname, thanks for playing.
Yeah. Excellent series.
Totally. Guys, we'll keep doing cash games. Obviously, check out Storm Tiger's channel. And keep your eyes peeled for the Master League. There's also a big 2v2 tournament coming out soon, hosted by Stern Panther, who's in chat, and Kurahi, so keep your eyes peeled for that at code2.org.
yeah, this week's cash game on my channel will be a cracker of a series, so make sure you follow me.
Yep.
There is something really nice cooking, so as soon as I go online, we'll get going. But
Yep. Keep your eyes peeled for Storm Tiger Gaddafi's rocking some shit. But that was a sick series, dude. We went to Game 5. Can't ask for better than that.
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to say to the peeps?
I don't know what did I say last time. Forget. Yeah. Support the Patreon thing. You already did mention that, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And I guess stay safe or not. We don't care.
As he said, and check out code2.org for the 2v2 tournament. The signups are still going on there. Everything's down there, so keep the strat. I'm going to send you guys off to the Master League Brainiac, which is AE. And you guys have a fantastic evening.
See ya.